tickets.
Cocks with a beard.
Fact.
I kind of hate this though because I'm the only person in here that's not in the playoffs.
Yeah, Nick, you suck. Boo.
Yeah, well, you're not alone for long.
No, you gotta beat Steve, dude.
Who, me?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You're not alone for long. Have you looked at that? What that game looks like?
Dude, you got
it. Fucking mess. My team is a mess in both leagues, especially this week. So I gotta have a big one. Yeah, cat fight, Mikey. Cat fight, right, bro?
All right, dude. Are we streaming? Are we live?
We're live right now, bro.
All right, get it. Everybody, get your fucking comments out now.
So let's start it off with the opening statement by our defending champ,
Michael.
Hold on. Give me a sec.
Someone loves Mike always.
You got to give me a sec here.
How many seconds do you need, dude?
That would be more than one.
Hit the bag.
Mikey and Adam look like brothers now.
They do. I thought that
could be related.
That's a big fact.
Ready?
I guess so.
I guess Tyler
A little bit.
would be like that.
Copying my style.
Mike, are you hammered right now? You look fucking hammered.
Mikey with his Olympic penguin shirt on.
That's a sick shirt, dude. Penguins to the Olympics, dude. Or not enough penguin representation in the Olympics.
All right, I just had to play that. So yeah, guys.
I literally didn't hear anything.
Didn't hear a thing. Is it one of my songs?
That was a fail.
DMCA striked you down, dude.
I was trying to play the John Cena music. I'm disappointed you didn't hear it.
You can't see him and you can't hear him either, apparently.
That whole time, Mikey's just.
Anyways, yeah, season's going good so far. You know, Ty and me, top of the table at the end of regular season. Nick is not doing so great, and yeah, you know.
I'm gonna repeat.
Brady snapping this week, giving me some major points, beating Steve Montemaggi, and to clinch the division championship. So I'm quite happy about that.
So, as a person that's for the last two seasons led the league in points, and now you're back in your third straight playoff appearance. Like, just let us know, like, what's going on. What's your draft strategy? I mean, you threw a curveball at everybody, drafted Devontae first overall, and I don't know. You hit. Me and Ty were looking last night. You hit on almost every single one of your draft picks. So, we got to hear what's going on in the mind of the fantasy guru.
Yeah, Mike.
I guess I have the special touch. You know, I have that divine intervention going.
This isn't soccer. This isn't the table. You don't have a special touch from one fucking.
They call me Jose. What can I say?
Do they? I've known you for years.
No, we call you the special one for other reasons.
That was incredibly well prepared. An opening statement of like the fucking century.
But yeah, I'm happy to be here. You know, happy to celebrate a second division championship in a row, and looking forward to next season. Even regardless of how the playoffs go, I'm just happy to be.
That is a positive outlook.
Yeah.
So you're in this league to stay forever.
I am.
Are you ever going to start watching football?
You know, I watch what I can, and that's been serving me. So, yeah.
What a shame.
Dude, I don't know what you do, but it works.
It's the not giving a fuck. It's like the same as everything in life, yo. If you just like let it be,
Hey, you know what?
and don't look into the stats, and don't pay attention to the sport, and don't give a fuck about it, and don't set your line up, then you win. But if you fucking try and try and try and try and try, don't help.
You know, my biggest strength is that you all underestimate me.
Cap. You've earned your estimation.
I picked you to repeat. You were my preseason prediction.
You've seen that movie Underdog, you know, the underdog ends up doing something.
Yeah, you're more like Rudy.
Yeah,
You're
go
more like
figure.
radio.
Right. That's a fact. It's always
Like
been that way.
Hey, you know what? The facts don't lie. I'm leading the league in points 2 years in a row. I'm the division champion 2 years in a row. So there's some going on.
So
Even
what
if
is-
I
You didn't lead the league this
You
year.
didn't lead the league in points this year, dude.
Relax, man.
You were like third.
How high are you?
Dude,
Okay.
I had more
Nick,
points than you.
what was that we were talking about the other day, Nick? I'm leading something this year.
No, the last
You're the first
Fucking
in the
kid's
conference,
ripped.
bro.
Okay, thank you. Excuse me. I misspoke. I retract my statement.
Take
Nick,
it back.
it's redacted? It's been redacted.
I just said you the last 2 years you won the league, not this year, but the last two
Last
seasons.
two.
You won.
So then, Mikey, what then
I
what
think
is
my
it?
strength is that I draft well, you know, because
That's what I'm asking.
much.
But why do you draft well?
Right. So
That's
what's
just
going
good.
into that? Are you
What
just straight? Just
strain
like,
are- what
I remember
strain
his
are you
name from
smoking
3-4
on
years
draft
ago.
day?
Integrity Wade.
Well, you know what? There's a couple old faithfuls that I keep around, you know, to keep it, you know, guys I trust, guys I know are going to put up points, that kind of shit. You know what I mean? So I start with a couple of those guys, you know, get meat and potatoes down, and then, you know, just fill in the rest, you know, and take a chance on a couple guys too. I think that helps, you know, not overthinking it and being like, oh, this guy's projected to get so-and-so, you know.
Sounds
So,
pretty standard to all of us.
Mikey loves names. I think you just like names that sound cool to you.
Devontae Adams, I heard about him one year when I was in college. He's got to be still good.
Listen, all right. Just because I'm not watching every single game, I know football. Okay, you don't have to.
You definitely draft Higbee every single year just because of his name.
Higbee, come on. How do you not love that?
It's a fact. And he's an all-star.
If Logan Paulson was still around, I'd draft him.
Logan Paul.
Who?
He was like the third string tight end for the Redskins when they were still the Redskins like 4 years ago.
Mikey wishes they were still the Redskins.
Hey, you know, most racist team in sports. Love it.
I guess so, dude. I guess so.
We can change our ways, though. The liberal media wouldn't let us survive.
Yeah, this gets posted.
Miracle,
Bro, it's live right now.
Joey's streaming it on TikTok.
Just go full in Alex Jones. It turns the freaking frogs gay.
Yo, I gotta go.
Alex Jones would love being in this league. All right, so a little rundown. So we have Ty with the 1 seed with the bye, Mikey with the 2 seed with the bye. And then the wild card games are Steve, who can't be here because he's fitting pipes in Illinois right now.
Dude, he could have came over here.
Gay joke.
Playing the 6 seed Cam, the Suicidal Sassos. Every time I say your name, I gotta repeat your team name because it's the best.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And then the 4-5 game, COVID Beasley versus Libby's fetus.
Dude, classic matchup.
Yeah. Third time
Cameron-
this season.
Senior year Cameron vibes going on with the haircut.
Me?
Yeah.
Thanks, man. I got a
Look,
job, so
Who was the guy that you played in the play that year?
his name was Chris.
Chris?
His name was Chris. His senior year, yeah. He was he went to Vietnam and snagged all the women he could.
Yeah. Miss
Oh
Saigon.
my god! I feel like Kylie and your dad saw that show like 6
Play the
times.
Chinese guy.
Yeah.
Huh?
Talk about racist organizations. Greece Athena High School, they had no regard for that shit.
Yeah.
We all played Asian people. I was a white person. Like Mackenzie Wright was an Asian person.
Because there's no Asian people in Greece.
Yeah, maybe. And they sucked.
Yeah.
You know?
Andrew Wynn.
Yeah,
He's
he was
going
in
to
the
Yale.
vaginas.
He's from Greece, though.
Yeah, but like he wasn't gonna go to.
There are plenty of
let's
there are
They could've-
there's a huge Asian
Nick-
demographic, but
Nick,
they're
who
not-
was
Could
the
give him
kid?
out on loan.
Nick, who's the kid you went to middle school with at Athena? He was like a Chinese kid, and he like had a list of people he wanted to kill.
Whoa, dude! I don't.
Nick made it up.
Sounds
It was
really
him.
intense
It was
someone trying
Nick.
to get banned here.
You know who I'm talking about. That's why you're laughing.
I don't remember any Asian. I don't remember half the people I went to middle school with.
Okay.
I think isn't Alex Guido Asian?
I don't think so. Oh, he might be. Is he like half Cambodian or something?
Who that?
Wait,
Who's-
Alex Guido.
yeah, he's Filipino, I think.
Yeah, right. We'd be getting on this chat and just talking about motherfuckers.
Here, guys,
People that aren't
back,
here.
Let's get back to some fantasy football, and me and Adam will go over our matchup here.
Oh
Take a
man.
quick look at it. The first matchup of me.
We should do a review of our demographics every year. Make sure we're getting more diverse every year. Have it from
Like a permanent. It's like a permanent league. Now that I'm here.
All right, Mike. I'm gonna mute you for a second. No, I'm kidding. But all right, back to some fantasy football. So we're a little bit on pace, and we don't get banned on YouTube. Talk about some crazy shit. We are playing fantasy football this week, me and Adam. It's going to be 136 to 135. I think we got a good shot at this. I was texting Adam earlier today. I think Adam's probably going to beat me, but
Oh shit.
we both got concerns on both sides. I am worried about James Robinson not getting the ball, but he's from Rockford, Illinois, so I still believe him. Dude's got the sack.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. And then
rock bottom.
that's about it. My biggest concern out of this game, I was telling Adam, I don't have any primetime players. All my guys are going to be done by the afternoon on Sunday, which I'm not a fan of. And he's got a couple primetime guys, but overall,
Y'all got any Thursday players?
I do.
Adam does.
I have Eckler,
which is a huge player.
who's questionable, but it looks like he's supposed to play. He's
I'm playing him in
he got
another
injured.
league.
Well, he got injured last week and they pulled him out, but they also beat the Giants by like 16 points. So seems like he's gonna play, and they just pulled him.
Yeah.
But
the only thing I was going to point out is that I did pick up Demaryius Thomas. He will carry me to a championship this year.
that was a solid ad.
Yeah. How you feeling about your team, Adam?
I mean, I'm feeling kind of shaky on my running backs because they're all questionable. All four of my startable running backs, at least. The only one that's not questionable is Singletary, who I'm really not trying to start. But it looks like Eckler should play and hopefully Saquon because I don't think Mitchell or Connor are going to be out there.
Did Tom say he picked up Demaryius Thomas? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I did pick up Demaryius Thomas.
Yeah, he did.
Did you think that was like a new player that like was hot this week or something?
No. Like I know exactly who that is, and I was like, is he a free agent?
He is a free agent.
What? Shut the fuck
I mean, not anymore. Not anymore, dude.
He's been signed to Libby's Fetus, but he was a free agent.
Oh, give that man his motherfucking residuals then. Pay that family.
Yeah, I'm going to get him a chip.
There you go. There you go. I'm with that.
But, yeah, if you got anything else.
I'm sorry. Please continue. I'm sorry.
How you feeling overall about your team for the year and, like, go for your playoff run?
I mean, I started out strong, and I feel like end of the season kind of hit a couple losing streaks, mostly because Dak has been shit in the bed.
Yeah.
Last 4 games, he's only gotten above 13 points once. So I'm even considering starting Taysom Hill over Dak this week, but
that's a good. Dak sucks.
Dak does suck. And that makes also Amari suck. So
Yeah.
I'm really hoping that at least they're playing the Giants. So
Your
hopefully they
team.
can
The
fucking do
thing
something.
is with Adam's team is
Otherwise,
it's so deep. Like, how do you figure who you start every week? You have four like
it's
elite
hard.
running backs if they're healthy.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's like Connor's two biggest. I drafted Connor in his two biggest games. I've had him on the bench. So I mean, it's tough because then also like one of these guys is bound to have a bad game, and I feel like I usually have him starting, especially Jamar Chase. I mean, last week he played well, but before that he hadn't had a good game since week 7.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just very, I don't know, like good players, but like inconsistent at the same time, and like shaky teams, like Saquon's on the Giants, Chase on the Bengals. My tight end position has been ass all year because Fant hasn't done shit. But I mean, I'm just hoping for some big games. I'm glad I got a Sunday night Godwin against the Saints. I'm feeling good about that matchup. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be close.
Yeah, dude, it'd be good. I think that's a decent little coverage of our game. And before we let Ty
Yeah.
and Mike talk their shit, I want to hear Cam talk about his matchup with Steve this week.
All right.
Yeah.
Wrong camera thing. I'm here. I'm trying to just mimic Mikey
Yeah, all good.
because he's ripped.
I'm about to pull up your game on the screen on the stream so people will see what we're talking about.
I'm in a predicament. Let's just say that a motherfucking predicament. A predicament.
Yeah, I mean, right now you're projected to lose 131 to 129, but hey, man, if Gronk keeps on going off and Russell starts playing like Russell, you got a shot.
Yeah, I know. I'm a little concerned. I'm in a rough spot in both leagues, like I mentioned. Like in both of my leagues, my running core is still shot. I think in this league, like if DeAndre Swift ends up not playing, then it's probably going to have to be who do I have? Not Breida. Who's the other one? Deonta Foreman, who did well for me last week. The Titans backup who's starting. He put up like 13 points, so that's better. That's more than I can ask for like someone like that. So I think I just need to get fucking lucky because and I need him. And I have like I have Deontay Johnson in my other league who he has in this league,
That's
and always a bitch. And so I'm hoping for something, maybe an injury, maybe Josh Allen sits a game, maybe they just I don't know an underperformance and overperformance on my side. I think it can happen. It's week 1 of the playoffs. I would definitely have a shaky outlook, so we'll see.
One thing to look at for that game too, when you're talking about Steve's quarterback situation, is if Josh doesn't play. Yeah, if Josh doesn't play and he waits till Sunday to see if it's a game time decision. Like Carson Wentz is his only other quarterback, and he plays Saturday night. So like if he doesn't play Carson on Saturday and waits for Josh, he's gonna have to make a last minute quarterback decision and sign somebody.
Right, and I don't
Yeah.
know if that's likely. I haven't heard anything about his injury at all. Either way, another one is Russell Gage is
Nobody
starting right
available.
now. I'm deciding still between Russell Gage and Sterling Shepard or Kyle Pitts. So fucking inconsistent across the board. Wait, I can't hear shit.
And
nothing. I'm just laughing.
Okay.
Joey, we got Joey Sasso in the chat right now.
Wait, really?
Yeah, bro, he's talking to himself. I'm gonna give him a response.
But in the Discord chat?
Nah, on YouTube. Yeah, he's on the YouTube chat. This man just is out here, dude. What's good, Joey?
What up, Joe? Did you send it to him? How did you find it?
I posted it in our chat.
Oh, the F
Yeah,
Society
I texted
one?
it to him. Yeah, and I texted it to him too. I texted it, but I think I texted all you guys in some way.
Dude, I've been trying to get Joey in this league for like years. Did Mikey leave? When did Mikey leave? I didn't even realize he left.
Yeah, have a poll in the chat. If any of you guys pull up the link, feel free to fucking add to it. I don't know if Joey added any contribution. Joe, feel free to see what's good with that. We're taking a poll during this. Is Mikey ripped? Yes or no?
It's like,
Big fact. Speaking of which, where's Mikey?
Dude, I don't know what happened to Mikey, dude.
His cat killed him.
I think Joey killed Mikey. But yeah, that's fantasy football a little bit, you know.
I don't know.
so yeah, let's get a statement.
Yeah, we need Ty and Mike to talk their shit.
Well, yeah,
We gotta
I
get
don't.
Ty hasn't said nothing about his team and his season. It's been pretty
I got
historic.
no input on the Russell Gage, Sterling Shepard, Kyle Pitts situation.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Bet
That's
Russell
that's a
Gage
real
sucks.
Russell Gage has
Crab
been doing the best point wise, but he's projected the least this week. I'm starting
just playing
San Fran. I'm starting
You're
their D in another league.
I started
in
Russell Gage
another league.
one
'Cause I was
time
about
this
to say I'm
season.
starting San Fran.
Yeah. No, either way, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a shit. Like I'm fucking.
Yeah,
I'm like fuck.
Are you sold on your quarterback situation for the league? That's the main question I had for you. Are you
Me?
definitely starting Russell against the Rams?
I have him in another league. I'm starting him in my other league with no other option in that league. I like to put my faith where I put my faith.
Okay.
I don't know.
Just looking at it because
I don't know,
like
yeah.
you got so many. You got Tampa on Sunday night. You got Suck Up on Sunday night. You got Gronk on Sunday night. And then you got
Yeah.
Jefferson. I just didn't know if you were considering the Cousins Jefferson cuff for the playoff game. That was my only
Yeah.
real question with your lineup.
Plus they're playing the Bears.
'Cause, like it looks like Steve's
I
going to be
bet.
done at 4:00, and half your team's still going to be playing.
Yeah, I'm entirely on the fence about that. I I've started to see Russell Wilson playing again like he usually like normal, and it just sucks, bro. He was putting up like 30 right at the beginning of the year,
Yeah.
and I don't really know what the fuck is going on with him. Like, doesn't he want to leave Seattle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it
so
seems like he's
I'm
gonna
not-
be leaving.
Chicago last year.
Not like he's gonna like not try to win, but like he's not playing how he was at the beginning of the season at all. And he's starting to been getting better, like less interceptions, less bullshit. So that's what's making me trust him. And I feel like naturally Kirk Cousins is pretty shaky, but he also can do it. So I got to give that some thought, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
No,
tough.
no.
Yeah.
Big game,
Tough
T.
decision.
Where the
Fucked
fuck is
up.
Mike?
Bro,
I know. So
Mikey's
we'll see,
hammered.
yo.
That's where Mikey is. He's hammered.
He had one shot at no-nos.
Is that really? You guys weren't like getting twisted over there?
No just wanted to take a digestive shot.
A little aperitif.
Yeah.
A little aperitif. Word. Well, I guess
Well, get
Yeah,
his
so-
ass. I'll text his ass. I want to hear what he has to say. But Tyler
Yeah.
can go.
Tyler can say. I was about to say we're gonna look at some of the draft picks, see what panned out, what didn't. What is Mikey dead?
I texted him. His cat might have killed him.
What is Mikey doing?
Getting wrapped.
Why is he puking? Is he just like sick right now?
Nah, he went to go smoke a joint and had to turn the camera off because he didn't want Liana to see on the live stream.
That's a good point.
Down.
Should I DM her a link?
Joe's loving the team name. Did you see that?
Suicidal Assassins.
He can see the team names.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said it's a dope title.
Yeah, you're Nick. You're foul for making that your shit.
Hey, it worked. It brought you to the playoffs.
Now it's going to be Steve's pipe fitting. I texted Mikey.
Monkey's phone probably died. That's what I'm guessing happened.
You're right. It says the text was delivered.
Stoner.
Maybe he's charging it up. Fucking goofball.
All right, so Ty, man, fucking you haven't made the playoffs since 2015. You brought the name change back, the Black Lip Bastards. You're just throttling right now, throttling the whole league.
I think he's on mute.
No.
Fact.
Mute.
I don't think so.
Y'all
Can you hear me?
Nah, I can't.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It was just all about the name. Went back to the OG name.
Should I be the white skinned bastards for the playoff?
No.
If I'm in the championship with you, that's going down.
And fucking Athena. So.
I wish I would say that again, bro. We couldn't hear you.
I've been a Black Lip Bastard since you've been smoking Reggie. You can't change your name now.
Dude, I know, man. Stevie Johnson syndrome was fucking rough when you had it.
I don't think anybody's gonna understand that reference, bro.
Stevie Johnson syndrome.
But yeah,
I mean,
you thank
what
me
the
for
fuck's Mikey gonna say? Oh, I got the golden touch, and I'm gonna give it my all, and he's probably gonna win by like 1,000. But Ty, what do you have to say?
Mikey thinks we're playing fucking indoor soccer, saying I'm top of the table. I got the
So-
touch, perfect touch.
Okay. Oh my god.
Oh. It just shouldn't have worked out this year, I guess. Really not.
Yeah, I mean Ty can thank me for just giving him Fournette in week 3.
Wow.
He didn't just give me him. I traded.
He didn't give them to you how I was giving up players 10 years ago when I played.
No, it was a good acquisition. It worked
No,
out.
I mean,
What was the...
At the time, though, you got to think, even if you looked at the draft, I drafted Jamal Williams pick before Fournette, so I could have had him.
one pick before me, he drafted him. I think at 12th round I drafted Fournette, and then traded him away in like week 3.
Yep.
I thought that Tannehill and AJ Brown cuff was gonna do something, and I was clearly wrong on that one. Almost everything I've done in fantasy football this year was very wrong, but it's my Super Bowl pick now. I want Tyler to take the whole thing.
Me too. No offense to myself.
Joey's calling me.
Who is?
Joey was just calling me through Discord. I think he's trying to join this. Bro, just fucking. I'm about to just put you guys know Discord. He's just blowing my Discord up right now. Hold on a second, guys. Oh my god, dude.
I got a 6-hour drive with him tomorrow.
Where y'all going?
Oh, to New York?
Yeah,
Bro, he's just calling me. He doesn't know how to get on the left.
I got to convince him to go to the Knicks game with me on Tuesday.
What are y'all going for? Just vibes?
No, I mean I'm going for the week to stay with Angela, and I'm going to the Cowboys game on Sunday.
Oh, you fucking love that team.
Fucking Cowboys, dude.
Going to see Pete Davidson.
Pete in this pink hoodie.
Who, Pete, my brother?
I don't know. Does your brother has a pink hoodie?
My brother? Not anymore.
Pete?
Probably at one point in his life he did, though.
He's definitely had a pink hoodie before.
I got a big game. I got a big
100%.
game against Pete in the other league in the 12 versus 9 game. I'm hoping he doesn't set his lineup.
That is a Pete move.
How's your shipping with Kevin FX been going?
There he is.
Dude, my team's on a roll in that league.
Me too.
What is he, the cherry?
Yeah, Joe, you got a picture, bro? Yo, share your screen, dude.
How the fuck you do that?
Oh my god, bro. Dude, you're such a boomer, dude.
Click on the camera.
Click on the fucking
I've been
camera.
texting for the last like 15 minutes.
Hey!
Walk him through step by step on this shit.
Hey! Yo, anyone else watching Survivor?
What,
I didn't even know that was still
Survivor?
airing.
I didn't know that was still on.
Dude, it's getting. I just gotta tell you, you guys are boring as fucking shit. This league is horse shit. You guys gotta step up the fucking energy. You guys got real excitement going. This is fucking boring. I don't know what the hell you guys are doing. Where's Brian Bisnet when you need him? This is some boring shit.
Dude, I'm about to FaceTime Brian.
Who invited Adam Sandler here? And I agree that Dak sucks.
Yeah.
Yo, you haven't watched a football game in 7 years.
Dude, I watched that game on fucking Sunday.
I literally watched a Super Bowl in your apartment and you just vacuumed and cleaned the whole time.
Yeah, it was, it was a cleaning day. It was important.
Your hometown team was in the Super Bowl that year.
Dude, I'm telling you, this league is horseshit. We need to step it up and we need to invigorate it with some more life. I think the only person who's got it figured out is Ty. I like Ty's style.
Yeah.
Everyone else, you guys are all fucked up.
Hey man, you wouldn't even be here if I didn't send you this link and walked you through how to get on this bitch.
Dude, this shit was so complicated. I gotta tell you, I don't even know what the hell I'm on right now. But it's a lot.
Welcome to 2021, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm stuck. I'm stuck in like 96.
Bro, I thought
90.
you're the host of Faraway Bay, man. You gotta know how shit like this operates.
Dude, I don't even know what the fuck I did for that show. Hey, Kim. How you doing, bud? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Merry Christmas, motherfuckers.
Wish I had a Christmas.
You know everybody in here?
Hold on.
Oh, Joe, you know.
Why is
Why
this swiping up to a fucking? Why is this swiping up to a chat? Huh?
Let me introduce you to my friend Adam. That's probably the only person you don't know in this group chat right here.
Is that Buds?
That's Buds, dude.
That's me.
Hi,
I thought it
Adam.
was your cousin.
Good to see you.
I'm good. How you doing?
Mikey's gone.
Mikey's got it.
Mike
He's gone.
Dude, what's your shirt say?
he came back for 5 minutes and noise.
What, Nick?
What's your shirt say?
The Netflix reality game shirt.
Dude,
What do you want?
Nice.
Netflix or something?
Once upon a time.
Damn.
Joey, I gotta introduce you to my boss.
Who's your boss?
Shuggy?
This super fucking wealthy family, and they know mad people. I never thought about that, like helping connect people I know. I'm gonna talk to them, see what I can do.
Cool. As long as they don't kill me, we're good.
Yeah, they're just Beverly Hills people, man. Like it's everything. Fucking. Are you done with Cali? Are you heading to Vegas?
I'm traveling this year. I got some shit going on. I'll get there when I get there. I'm in no rush.
Good.
Bro, you gotta move to Denver.
Dude, that's never happening.
Remember you
Why?
texted me the other day,
It's never happening.
bro. When you texted me on Nick's phone, I was fucking pissing my pants.
Mom,
So I
should I
thought it
move
was
to
Nick.
Denver? Yeah. Yeah. Yes or no to Denver? She said no, so I'm not going to Denver.
Bro, you let your mom decide your whole life right now?
Absolutely. She's done with my
That's-
laundry.
The only reason I'm here.
Don't have to do nothing when he's home.
Yeah. Nick, what time we hitting the road tomorrow?
Probably like 11.
Dude, I gotta try to get in a gym and tanning session before we go.
All right, we'll take the scenic route.
What's the fucking scenic route?
We'll just see how it goes.
Gotta refill the dude wipes for work.
Oh, I got the dude wipes.
Gotta have the dude wipes. I wish this was sponsored by Dude Wipes, dude.
Sponsored by Dude Wipes, not
You
the
know,
mint one.
I've never used them before, but I hear that they're quite lovely.
Joe,
I
everyone-
bring them to work.
I'm bringing some, dude.
Dude, you're missing out, man.
Are we shitting at like a roadside attraction or something?
Dude, I've been on the dude wipe game for years now, man. I'm a loyal, brand loyal. Fuck
Aren't they from
Wegmans, fuck any other
Chicago?
moist outlet. It's all about the dude
Ugh.
wipes.
Damn, he said fought Wegmans. He said fought Danny.
Can you flush them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, it's impressive.
And they fold beautifully into a plastic bag to take to your workplace.
And they have
Wow.
single packs too that look like condoms, so it's perfect, dude.
Are you dead ass? I've never seen
Yeah, look it up.
those.
The travel pack. Google it.
They're from Chicago.
Yeah, I literally take the travel packs with me anywhere I go. Because you
Is
never
it the
know,
same
fellas.
company that makes Malort?
Dude, I wish. They got Malort flavored dude wipes to just sting your butt.
Malort coated dude wipes. Bro.
Bro, they were making Malort hand sanitizer here during the pandemic.
Oh, dude, I want to use that.
Dude. You would. You just drink it.
Yo, Xander's killing it, son.
Sandler?
Xander.
Joe, you think you'd last on the Survivor?
I would be gone the first fucking hour of the first
that's
day.
what I was thinking too, dude.
It wouldn't even be like not even an hour.
What do you
But I know
think-
one of the
Who-
kids
What
on
about
there
Top
to see.
Chef?
No, no shot,
Joe, so are you going to be in this league next year?
dude. Look it.
Can we get this sponsored by DraftKings next year, dude? You already got the plug.
I'll be honest. I'll consider it, but we need to change. We need to make some internal changes to the league. Like, first of all, there's no fucking energy. No one's excited about it. This shit was so fucking. It's like watching paint dry.
Dude, you missed
Like,
I was
Mikey.
pretty down. I was pretty down about my team.
Yeah, you missed
Could
Mikey
you
in the intro.
imagine? Could you imagine
No,
if
it's because you
how
have no,
this
you have
would
no
start
idea what we're
lighting up?
talking about.
Nick,
if-
I know what you guys are talking about with everything. All right, you know what I mean. I know everything that's going on in the league today, and I agree that there are some questionable things happening. But that doesn't mean that you got to be so down about everything. You know, let's feel good about things. Let's talk some shit. Let's hope that when someone sees each other in person, they might break into a fucking fist fight because of words that were said during the week. I mean, come on.
That is the motto.
This league's like fit for service. We're all a family here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that, but like,
Joey,
what's family?
family
if you can't
over
fucking
everything.
fight?
Family
Nah, fuck
over
that.
everything.
We're throwing that out the window. We're throwing it out the window.
Everything over family.
Yes,
Everything
absolutely.
over family.
Look, isn't there a prize at the end of this fucking thing?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a cameo from you.
Oh,
Dude, then fucking you guys should be cutting each other's throats. What the fuck? Come on.
It's either
I'm
a
already
cameo
out. I'm
from
already
Joey
out.
or the Island Boys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nick's
Nick's
already
out.
out. That's why he's where he's at. Tyler,
I'm fucking
Tyler's
hungry.
number one in the league. That's why he's chilling.
Yeah, and I'm hungry. I'm in the back. I'm hungry.
And me and Adam are playing each other.
Wow.
yeah.
Intense.
We are.
Let's give Joe
We've already-
some
Classic
insight.
tragedy story, you know? Romeo and Juliet.
So he has no idea anything about this history of the league. Right now, it's 10 years. This is the 10th year. Tom's won 4 championships. He's 14 and 2 in the playoffs.
It's impressive.
And Mikey, who doesn't watch football, won last year.
Yeah, this is almost,
And it could again.
Yeah. It's almost like as
But
if
we
you
want
came
Tyler.
back to the circle 3 more times and won it every time.
Wouldn't happen. I'm a one and done type of guy.
Imagine if all the hoes knew that Joey was in here right now. This Discord and YouTube live would light the fuck up.
No. No one gives a
No,
fuck.
Joey's all up in the chat. I appreciate the energy you brought to the chat. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
before you came through.
Shout out Tommy Denver,
Tommy.
Zulanis.
Yeah, shout out Tommy. Tommy's a co-host of mine for the other league I'm in, and we're
Who the fuck is Tommy?
bro.
Yeah, who's
relax,
Tommy?
dude. Come on, dude.
He lives
a
in
co-host of
Denver?
mine, dude.
Yo, did you guys see the trailer for the new Nick Cage movie?
Bro, did I see the trailer for the new Nick Cage movie? Come on, did I tell you Nick Cage is better than Leo or what?
I didn't. What is
Dude,
it?
it looks so good.
Is he foraging for like wild like
Bro, it's a
eggshells
Nick-
this time
You're
and
talking about the one where
chestnuts?
he plays himself, right?
Yes, where
Yeah.
he has a movie where he plays himself. It's called like The Weight of Magnificent Talent or some shit, and it just looks fucking fantastic.
Come on. Have you
Just
seen the
being
new
John Malkovich for Nicolas Cage.
Have you seen the trailer for the new Kevin James movie where he's playing Sean Payton?
No.
No.
Way, get out of here.
No.
Why the fuck is he playing Sean Payton?
Wait, hold on. My mom's got to make me cameo. Mom, say hi.
Playing Sean Payton.
Guys,
How you doing, Dee Dee?
good. How's everybody
Oh,
doing?
we're doing great.
Tell Nick to fuck off.
I love you, Nick.
Are you excited for Christmas?
I am. I
Okay.
can't wait
You
for
cooking
Christmas.
already? I saw Joey snaps. You're cooking already.
Yeah, they've been cooking. You watching the Housewives? You can watch it in here. I'm going upstairs.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Love you, boys.
Love you, dude.
Mom, my shit's downstairs. My clothes. I gotta pack. I love this. It's a great life. Wow, it's beautiful. Yeah, so honestly, man, like we need to make this fucking league more cutthroat. There's not enough blood.
What's with you and blood, dude?
Dude, it just makes things interesting, you know?
So again, I think we should do a horror reality show where Joey hosts it, and he's looking for people to murder each other every week.
Yo, for real. I wanna host like fucking I
I'd
wanna
watch
host
that.
like a Maury Jerry Springer type of shit, man. Let's do
Oh
it.
my god.
Let's do it right out of the rock.
Joey wants to host the real life Squid Games.
All Rochester.
Yeah, dude, that'd be so lit. I still haven't watched Squid Games.
You'd enjoy it. It's phenomenally done.
What's your
I heard it's a masterpiece.
yeah? What's your opinion on Get Out?
Haven't seen it.
How are we gonna do a horror movie podcast if you haven't seen Get Out?
Bro, I'll get there
The
eventually.
first episode will be us watching it together.
I've watched the second movie. It was good.
Which one? Us?
Yeah.
That's not like a sequel. That's not like
It's not a series.
Well, it's his second horror film.
I see where he's at.
Yeah,
I get that.
It is
right
number
now.
2 in the catalog.
Ari Aster's doing another film with Joaquin Phoenix.
I can't fucking wait. Yo, did anyone else see the new Candyman? That shit sucked.
No, I didn't see that shit looked terrible.
It was so disappointing. I love Candyman. They fucking wasted that opportunity.
Yeah, it was trash.
It
I haven't seen it.
boring. Bro, I gotta see Leo's new movie.
Fact.
Is it in theaters right now?
Yeah, Nick, you were gonna go last week, right? And the power was out.
Yeah, fucking now Tinseltown was out.
Tragic.
Mikey's coming back.
Is he? Did he text you?
He said some bullshit. I'm phone died. You still on?
Dude, how hammered is he, dude?
I don't know, dude. Maybe he got drunk and seeing me.
What do you mean? Weren't you just hanging out with him?
No, before that. Maybe he got drunk while he was at work today.
Oh, okay. Yo, Joe, are you down to see Dune when I come home? You guys down to see Dune?
Fuck yeah, dude, I'm down. I just love going to the movies. I'll go see anything.
Is it still in theaters? You know,
It'll probably be playing.
like it'll probably be like movies 10 or some shit, right? It's been
Yo, anyone see House of Gucci?
I was just gonna ask you what you thought.
Yeah, what did you think of that movie, dude? That trailer.
I loved it. It was
I
fucking.
did too.
It was so sleek. It was fucking so well directed. I love the DP. They shot it. It fit the look of the film. Just fucking beautifully. The subject matter. It was about 20 minutes, about 15, 20 minutes too long, but I like that it was 20 minutes too long because fuck audiences who have no attention span.
Facts, bro. Those are my favorite movies. You make it 4 hours long. As long as that's what the director wants, I don't give a fuck.
Yep, and it was great. The cast is just phenomenal. Jared Leto has the most fun of his career chewing the scenery in that movie, and I'm not even a huge fan of his, but the entire cast is fantastic.
Yeah, Adam Driver's he's legendary.
Fucking Adam Driver, bro. He doesn't miss. He's so goddamn good. It's infuriating.
Yeah, I can't. The first thing I ever saw him in was fucking Star Wars, and then from then on, he just continued to blow my mind. Like, I mean, I'm not even a big Star Wars guy. Never saw those older movies.
He was a Marine.
I know. It's crazy. The guy's great.
He was a fucking Marine who just studied and fucking his career. I mean, he was phenomenal as Kylo. He was fucking great, but I mean, he's just
That's
so
what I'm
goddamn
saying, though.
good.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, I'm not a big Star Wars guy. Those movies are mad commercial. That movie was great, and he was great. Everything after that he's done are all, like, timeless, legendary films. Even fucking, what was that one? He played, like, am I tripping? It was like, all right, fuck it. I'm looking it up.
What, Silence?
Yes.
Yeah, one of fucking the most unlike Scorsese film of all time.
Yeah,
It's
and
phenomenal.
it definitely, like, I don't think everyone's going to enjoy it, but I fuck with that shit.
It's a great movie. It's a 3-hour fucking slugfest, but it's supposed to be slow as fuck. It was Scorsese's passion project for 25 years. He got that made after he made Wolf of Wall Street and was like, fuck it, I'm doing what I want to do now. You don't like it, too fucking bad. Sit through it. Bombed at the box office, but my God, it's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of Raising Arizona?
Fucking great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
I
know
like
what
it.
that is.
The Nick Cage Coen Brothers movie from like the 90s, like it's like early Coen Brothers shit.
Never seen it.
Nick, what'd you think of 127 hours?
I loved it.
So goddamn good, right?
What's the dude
Dude,
got his
the
arm
best-
sucking the thing?
Yeah, I'd never seen it
Mhm.
before until the other night. Yeah,
The best James Franco performance.
craziest shit though. I heard about that guy after, and I was like researching him. You know, he was the first person to hike the peaks of all the Colorado 14ers in the winter after his arm came off.
Damn. You would say
Isn't it
that's no big feat.
right? In the
Yeah,
winter, first person to do it all in the winter. I
What's
know
his name?
nobody
Aaron
probably cares, but
what?
can.
Aaron Dresner.
Yeah.
Aaron
Dresner?
Ralston or something.
Oh, Aaron Ralston. That's it.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, it wasn't Justin Vernon?
Mikey, turn your camera on.
Mike.
Oh, what?
And keep your phone plugged in. He's like, I had to let it charge to 100 first.
Yeah. No, but I was gonna say about Raising Arizona, dude. It's Nick Cage where he steals a baby from a family of quintuplets, or like a set of quintuplets, and tries to be like on the run with his fiance with the baby. It's great.
Fuck. Damn. It's me and Mick.
Mike, how hammered are you?
Hey,
Yeah, are you hammered?
I am not. Just high off life.
Yeah, you know we.
Mikey, how do you feel about
Mikey!
fantasy?
Hey, Joey Zazzo, what's up?
Hi, Mike.
What up?
Hi, Mike. Love that kid.
Oh yeah, Tyler.
What, Mike?
I asked him what he was watching on TV.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh no, I'm playing GTA.
I know he will game.
What are you playing online?
No,
You're playing story mode?
Fucking love story, man.
Dude, who are you right now? Michael or Trevor or Franklin?
Can only be Franklin.
Why?
Because he's the only one with a good special power up. The
Cam,
driving
don't
ability.
Cam said it, not me, Ty.
I said the truth. His driving ability, how you can like slow the car down.
Yeah, but Michael's got the best shooting, and Trevor can rage on people.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the driving
both.
is clutch.
Yeah, driving's clutch. Fuck out of here.
They're-
It's because
they're-
you. I will say it.
Bro, and you
It's
get the
because you
dog.
fucking hate.
Oh, Chomp.
Oh, you get Chomp.
Chomp's the man.
What do you hate dogs?
I love dogs.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Joe, go to sleep. We got a big day tomorrow, dude.
With
Dude,
Joe,
I
with you?
got a fucking pack.
Yeah, so do I.
Joe, you in a Cowboys game too?
Yeah, Joe, what are you doing when you go there?
I got someone I'm staying with.
Go figure. You know what I'm talking
I got someone I'm seeing right now.
about?
Is it Angela?
What is Nick driving to Nick's driving you to New York City and you're taking a one-way flight to Kenosha?
Bro, K-Town is dead.
him and T. Britt are gonna party it up.
Nick, am I going to that stupid game with you?
What, the next game?
Yeah.
Do you want to?
I gotta see Spike.
Spike Lee.
I haven't been tickets to the next game yet.
Tell him that Do the Right Thing is the greatest film of all time.
I don't know if he's
Nah,
gonna show
bro,
up for
I'm gonna
Pistons
tell
game.
him the truth. Clockers is the masterpiece of his career. No one talks about it.
Is that your
You
favorite
haven't
Spike Lee
seen
movie?
I love Clockers.
It ain't got nothing
What'd
On
you
what?
say?
Chirac.
I never saw Chirac. Doesn't it
Chirac
suck?
is good. No.
Nick Cannon's performance was
Yeah.
amazing.
I've never seen it.
No, watch Do the Right Thing. That's my favorite film by him.
I love Do the Right Thing. I just love clockers.
I've
Joe,
never seen Clocker,
you're
so I
getting us
guess I can't
courtside
say.
tickets to the next Spike.
How much do they cost?
I don't know.
You got it, dude. You won the circle.
Okay, just call New York. Just call Dolan up and be like, "Yo, I need some tickets, front row." And then tell him what you want.
Joe, did you see the Five Bloods?
No, I didn't see that. What was his one before that he did?
Black Klansman
Yeah, that was fucking
Yes.
good.
with Adam Driver.
Movie's great.
That was great.
Mm.
Did anyone watch his series he did on COVID for HBO?
No,
Uh,
I didn't even know he did that.
what he produced the QAnon series?
He made a whole thing on COVID in New York City. It was very long. It was like 6 hours, 3 episodes, but it was interesting.
They're coming out with a documentary on Fauci on Disney Plus.
Yo, you know Fauci just fucking slings some dick.
You
I'm
know,
telling-
thought the same thing about him when all those months.
Yo, I'm telling you, Fauci is at home just laying fucking pipe, bro. That guy.
No mask.
I
Just
think I'm an
fucking.
oil canner.
Dude, wasn't he with Barrett that night?
Yo, is Jake Barrett alive?
Bro, you know the last time that Jake Barrett was alive, he contacted you, and we all know it, and you know where he's at, dude. Just like you know where Drexel is.
Bro, the thing is, Nick lives right next to him. We can go to the house and just knock on the door.
Yeah, if we can.
I don't know if
Well,
I would go.
time I heard Barrett was living in Brighton.
Doing what?
sucking.
I was in LA when he told me he lived in Brighton.
Dude, I gotta do all fucking shopping this weekend. It's gonna be busy.
What, New York?
Place?
Grease Ridge. They just put in a Dover Street Market.
Let's go.
Yo, I went to Grease Ridge last week. There is nothing fucking there.
What about Bar Louie?
Dude.
Bar Louie's closed, bro.
Yeah, Barlow's
What do you
gone.
do on Tuesdays then?
I don't know.
Hooligans.
Bar Lou every 2, tilt 2. That's what Corey used to fucking say religiously. Bro, I gotta buy a whole new wardrobe, Nick. I gotta go shopping all weekend with Miranda.
Just hit up a
Dude.
He's gonna be in New York.
Yeah, Miranda's flying in New York tomorrow night.
That's who you're staying with. That's who you said you're staying.
I'm staying with someone else.
Of course.
Are you guys driving back with me?
I don't know yet.
Wait, you're not having Miranda stay with you and this other person and just sleep in the bed next to you guys?
Nah, she's banging some dude, so they're getting a hotel room, but she's staying like right next to the girl that I'm seeing. So like we're all getting together either tomorrow or Friday.
That's lit.
It's gonna be a fun time.
Word.
Having an orgy?
Nick, I think we're meeting up with Delaria, your cousin said.
Delario?
Word?
Word? Another member of the league?
Delario.
Oh, man.
She's in Brooklyn, though. Are you going to go to Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Dude, you're not. I bet you don't leave Manhattan the whole time you're there.
Why would you say that?
Put money on it.
Why?
I just don't think you'll leave Manhattan.
Dude, I'll leave Manhattan.
That's the part of New York you belong in, is Manhattan.
Dude, I'm a Queens guy. Through and through.
I'm staying in Queens.
No, you're not. You gotta go to fucking Chicago.
Hey, when you guys coming out here?
Dude, I sent some gifts to some people in Chicago. They live on North Dearborn Parkway.
Wait, what
I
street?
I don't live far from there, bro.
North Dearborn, and then what's the other one? I can't remember what the other street was. That's what I'd be doing. Just
Are you sending
sending.
gifts? Are you sending gifts to Tom?
No, I'm sending gifts to one of the fucking actresses from Parent Trap.
Where she live at, dude?
North Dearborn, something North Dearborn. I don't know the fucking actual address, but
Word. I'll be there.
You're sending gifts to
Yeah,
Adriana Corleone?
yes, dude.
Did you really?
Dude, I saw she lives in Chicago now.
Oh,
for
word.
real?
Corleone's little sister.
Oh. Damn, that's kind of random as fuck.
Can y'all hear me?
Oh, dude, I can hear you
Yeah.
now.
I gotta take a phone call. I'll be back.
All right.
Adam Bounce.
Yeah, I guess so. Dude, you want to go over the draft picks while we got some? Like, it's the only thing we
Yeah.
had on the outline left over.
All right, guys, I'm going to pack. This is fucking.
All right,
I've won.
That's fair.
All right,
That's
now
fair.
we got to get back to fantasy football, dude.
Yeah.
See you, dude.
Yeah, Joey,
I'll see you in the morning.
Love having you on, dude. I'll see you when I come home. I'll see everybody when I come home, but you're leaving. I'll see you, dude.
Yeah, deuces.
Good Lord.
Holy shit, dude. That was wild.
Yeah, I knew as soon as he got on here, we'd deviate from fantasy football for like a solid 40 minutes.
Bro, I just checked the stream real quick, and I'm like, bro, why do we have like 30 messages in our chat? Like, who the fuck? Like, we don't, you know what I mean? Like, nobody's fucking watching this. And it's just Joey talking to himself. And then, like, I just, like, then I was texting him for like 15 minutes trying to explain how to get into Discord and shit. Yeah, and then Tommy got in there. It was
Tommy.
nice. Nice little energy. Tommy wanted to see what's good. If Tommy's still in here, what's good. But we'll have our episode will be coming out tomorrow.
Sick.
Yeah, but yeah, let's go. Do you have the draft results like ahead of you, in front of you? I mean,
Yeah, I got him up.
all right. So I'm gonna switch to the screen where like you just see the results. So we'll kind of just like talk about that.
You should have got Sanjay.
What's up?
You should have got Sanjay in here.
Sanjay.
Who?
What's her name?
Oh, Shuby.
Oh yeah.
Sanjay, bro. I had to like piece that together. Yo.
Yo, did you see that? My bad. We'll get back to fantasy football in a second. But did you see that video Joey posted of it was like a bunch of like Netflix reality stars saying like one thing they want to do before in their 20s, before their 20s end, and people were like saying like, oh, I want to go on I want to go to this place, or I want to have kids, or like it just like switches between like 3 seconds of all these like people from reality shows. When he got to Joey, he said his answer was get married in Vegas.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. That's why he's moving there, dude. He's got to find himself a wife.
This is the number one thing he was looking forward to do before his 20s end.
I love it, dude. I fucking love it.
But yeah, so what do you want to go over like the first round picks? Like,
I mean, kind of shit in general. I think let's look at the first round first before we kind of look at any like busts or whatever. Let's just look at like what happened with some of these people in the first round. I'm gonna pull them up and I can even like look at their stats. So like I'm gonna be just looking at the draft results right now.
Okay.
Obviously, I'll just I have them up right here. Obviously, we have Devontae Adams. You know, at first it wasn't really a reach. You know, it just wasn't the consensus overall number one. We all knew Devontae Adams is pretty much going to be the wide receiver number one. I don't think he is. I think Cooper Kupp is, but he's still like a top 5 wide receiver. He's still a valid wide receiver 1. You miss a couple games here and there, but nothing like I think it worked out for Mikey pretty much is what I'm saying. I think it worked out for him. I think it's decent. You know, number 2, Ronnie taking McCaffrey. We all know how that worked out, and this is why I, coming into the year, wasn't a fan of McCaffrey. I think this is the risk you take when you draft him. Dude was out half the season, and now if Ronnie had made the playoffs, you know, he wouldn't fucking have him. 3.
Yeah, my bad. Devontae's the wide receiver 3 on the season.
Okay, wide receiver 3, yeah. So, I mean, so I wouldn't consider a reach or anything. Makes sense. McCaffrey, yeah, 3. I think you can take that. That's you with Kamara.
Yeah, I mean, I don't regret it.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of the running backs in the first round, like, yeah, Kamara missed 3 or 4 games, but he's been for most part of the season has been when he played a top running back. I think honestly, in terms of running backs, other than Jonathan Taylor and Derrick Henry, who's only played half the season, like I would have taken Eckler with the last pick. I mean, I don't regret taking Kamara.
Yeah.
I picked him same spot in my dynasty team, and I'm in the playoffs, second most in points. So it's just like the makeup of my team. I just hate picking that high, really. Like I just don't like drafting high. But
Yeah.
I went with my heart on that pick. I think that's just the main problem with me this year is it was a mixture of players that I just love and players that I took complete risks on that I just never had before, and it just didn't blend well this year.
Yeah.
It should happen.
Yeah, shit happens. I know coming into the year, the debate was, Kamara or Henry. I know you kind of considered Cook, but for where you were at 3, you kind of knew it was going to come down to those two guys. And, I mean, had Derrick Henry stayed healthy, but obviously that'd be a win. But right now, at the end of the season, Kamara was the better pick, obviously.
I mean, if I was in the playoffs in this league right now, Kamara would have been a better pick for me because, I mean, look who got Derrick. In this league, look who got Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I know.
Team's worst team in the league. He's on an 11-game losing streak. So even when he had Henry, it didn't matter.
Yeah. Agreed.
And then Ty is the next pick.
Holy shit, hold up.
Dalvin at 4.
Like he.
God damn. This wind is crazy.
I knew he was gonna get hurt. Like I felt like McCaffrey was obviously McCaffrey gone, but I felt McCaffrey was gonna break. I felt like Zeke wasn't, and he was the only guy that high that I could afford. I even knew. I was like, I feel it.
Yo, Ty, we can't hear you. Keep cutting out, bro.
Are you like muted or something? Yeah, I'm muted. Maybe just get your mic covered. But I mean, Cook fucking worked out for him.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Much better.
Hugs, bro. Honestly. I'm gonna cut myself off just so I get only mic, okay?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
Is that even better?
Even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know if y'all heard what I said, but I felt like a lot of those running backs and shit were gonna break or kind of were untrustworthy. And I felt like Dalvin Cook, I knew that he would get hurt, but I felt like I would have the most upside with him.
Yeah, I mean, you got what you got with him. What do you miss? 2 games? 3 games?
Yeah. Shit, I think only 2 to be honest, because that one game, I thought they thought he was gonna miss. He ended up playing when he got like suspended or the girl beating up shit.
Yeah, he also had like a shoulder injury or some shit.
Yeah.
Did you have Madison? Like, did you have his backup when that happened?
No. Nope.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I remember. Ty played me, and he had to plug in. He played Juszczyk, and
yeah.
I mean, Juszczyk. I think he gave you like 5 or 6 points, but it didn't matter because Tyler put up 173 on me that week.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Honestly.
Yeah.
That I really rely on waivers and shit like that. I like to pick up guys or like a defense or kickers or shit like that during the week. Get a good matchup. I usually like to have somebody on Monday night because I found that in my recent years of playing fantasy, I would always lose a Monday night game. I would consistently lose Monday night games.
Yeah, bro. I was
Even
saying,
if it was
the
like
same shit earlier. Where like I'm scared that I don't have any primetime games because I feel like even if you got a player that's like mid, he just like is like 1 tier better on a primetime game.
No,
they usually show up more.
I believe that too. You know what I'm saying? Players like to show up when everybody's watching.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
like right now this week, I'm playing Adam this week, and I got the decision between Jalen Waddle, who's been turning up lately for the Dolphins, but like he's playing I think at noon or like the early games, or Darnell Mooney, who's playing Monday night against Minnesota, who like he's not that good, but like he could go off for like a 30-point game out of nowhere just because it's a Monday night game
Right.
against a divisional rival.
And have
One thing to
somebody on
consider
Monday
about
night.
Waddle.
Yeah,
One thing to consider about Waddle too is that Devontae Parker's back.
that's true too.
He'll be taking targets.
Yeah. But in general, just like the whole, I believe in that primetime shit. Nick can attest to this shit too. At one point in the season, Nick was fucking defeated on Monday night games across all leagues.
Fact.
Right? Didn't you like you had no wins up until like week 6 or 7 in Monday night games?
I think up until week 6 or 7, I was like 0 for 12 and lost 12 games solely from Monday or Sunday night.
Yeah.
No, it's a bitch,
it's a
and
real
then there's
thing,
nothing you
yeah.
can do. Sometimes you know what I'm saying. What can you do when you're at that disadvantage and somebody else playing on
But
Monday night? And you
the
don't got
thing is, it
nobody.
wasn't even. Yeah, it was that like, it wasn't even that I didn't have players playing. It was like I would have guys playing, and it was always just a difference. I remember one week I went into Monday or Sunday night, and the Packers were playing. It was week 2. It was when the Packers played the Lions, and I needed like 0.3 points in one of the leagues, and I started MVS. I literally needed this man to catch one 10-yard pass, and I would have won. He was targeted 9 times and 0 catches, and I lost.
Yeah,
The
No,
fantasy gods hated you this
that's
year.
yeah, bro.
Fantasy gods hated
You know what?
this year.
You know what though?
So-
If I can make a run in my dynasty league, like I don't even care. I don't even care that I had such a bad season in law. If I could make a run in my one league, I'll be happy. It'll pay for all of my leagues, and I just fucking beat the fuck out of a bitch ass Bills fan.
There you go, dude.
That's all that matters.
always fun.
The funny,
All that matters.
just to deviate a little bit, the funny thing about that league is a 12-team league, and apparently 6 of the guys, all 6 of us, so 6 people are from Rochester, the other 6 aren't, and all 6 people that are from Rochester are the 6 teams that are in the playoffs.
That's great. They're
But
the
yeah,
most dirtiest.
Yeah, fucking. I'm playing a kid from Wayne this week in the first round.
Bro, last time I heard about Wayne was fucking Jesse Nesbitt.
Well, he's not from Rochester then.
Yeah, he's not from Rochester. He's from
Yeah.
Wayne, bro. He's a 315er.
That's
He's
a
Kevin
completely
FX.
another
Kevin
fucking
FX's
world.
cousin from Wayne.
They don't even have mask mandates in Wayne. They just they don't give a fuck out
They
there.
just said no, and
Nope. Goddamn
People done.
liberals.
All right. I think the next point,
So, yeah,
with Cam on here, I want to get Cam to talk about. He's pretty much the next one up out of the first round picks.
Wait, what?
Yeah, all right. So we got Zeke at 5. Delario picked Zeke at 5.
Yeah.
Fuck Zeke. And then Derrick Henry at 6. Derrick Henry's Derrick Henry until he got hurt. And then at 7, we had our second wide receiver off the board where Cam took good old Tyreek.
Yeah, Cam, we're doing a little review of our first round draft picks and seeing how we felt and how they turned out for us over the year. And at 7 overall, you took Tyreek. Man, how do you feel about Tyreek for the year?
Very good. Honest to God, he's always a good player. He might have let me down maybe once or twice. Maybe I don't even.
A couple bad games out of the Chiefs in mid-year.
Yeah, for sure. And they've been relatively kind of on and off this year too. Either way, I think Tyreek is a great pick. I've been pretty. I guess, dude. If you, I don't know. I guess I wish he did better. Like he does really good every game, but he could go off because he puts up fucking 50 points sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And I don't need that. But like if he could be a steady 25er, that would be money.
Yeah, like when you played against me and he put up 49 points.
Yeah.
You guys see the trend here? You guys see the trend of what happened to me this year? I played Cam. Tyreek had 49 points.
Yeah, I feel that. Yo, but Cam, so like the 5 players that were drafted after you were Aaron Jones, Travis Kelsey, Stephon Diggs, Jonathan Taylor, Austin Eckler, and Saquon. Like, do you regret your pick, or do you think you would have like rather had one of those other guys?
Tell me those again.
So the 5, I'm just gonna go with the 5 after. I'm not gonna go too deep because there's obviously guys who just like went off, but like guys who were kind of projected high and were like drafted around the same area as you. The 5 people after you were Aaron Jones, Travis Kelsey, Stephon Diggs, Jonathan Taylor, Eckler, and Saquon.
Okay. So Aaron Jones, going forward, I need to pay more attention to my running core because like I'm thankful for Tyreek because I've never once, him and Justin Jefferson, I've never once had to even worry about like any receivers all year long. But Aaron Jones was phenomenal. Austin Eckler would have been great.
True.
I would have never taken Kelsey. So I just think that and fucking what's his name? Coach Mike did, right?
Yeah, Coach Mike.
Yeah,
Coach Mike.
And obviously,
you know what
Jonathan
I'm saying?
Taylor's like going off right now, but
yeah, Jonathan Taylor. I was gonna say, but granted, like I know Mad Kids in my league. Like he was he was on the waivers after like week one or
he didn't
whatever.
do that well in the first couple of weeks.
Right.
He wasn't that.
But
hot.
now the dude's a fucking war for it.
Jonathan Taylor was on the waivers in your league.
Yes, someone dropped him after like whatever he did that in a couple weeks, right?
Bro, what league are you in?
What
now?
the
I'm not gonna
fuck?
lie, like,
I mean,
he wasn't that
yeah,
bad.
he
Was he?
week 2 and 3 he had
Holy
shitty
shit, I'm
games,
sorry.
but like
I'm about to
You
other
gotta
than
be in a
that,
retarded league
yeah, dude, that's stupid. Whoever did that is dumb.
to straight drop him like waivers. No, whoa. Oh my god.
Wow. I mean,
Ask them to join this league next
if
year.
somebody,
Right.
Whoever that was, put them
the
in
best,
this fucking league next year.
listen, the first 3 weeks he had no touchdowns, and first 3 games he had no touchdowns, 56, 51, and 64. So like I could see a dumbass fantasy
God.
owner just being like, "Fuck it," right?
Oh
Like,
my god. To drop him? Jesus.
Yeah, dude.
that's
I guess it
crazy.
depends on if you're in a
I mean, it is what
PPR
it is,
league
but
too.
You gotta be an impulsive
But still.
motherfucker.
yeah, I mean that's what it is. I mean, obviously Jonathan Taylor is what he is right now, but I guess if you're going like, were you going for wide receiver at this point, or were you just going for best available?
It doesn't look like he was drafted, but there was a trade for him. Say that again, bro.
Like, were you going like when you were drafted at 7th overall? Were you like, I want a wide receiver #1, or were you just going for best overall like value? Did you think that Tyreek was like the best overall value, or were you trying to get like the best receiver when you took that?
I a mixture of both is where my head's at when I'm usually drafting. Like especially early on, I don't really care if it's early on, I don't care if it's a running back or wide receiver. I definitely want the most value out of any player I'm going to get. I think that going into this season, I expected even more of him, and I don't think the Chiefs have been performing how they have in the last couple seasons in terms of that shit. So I think that I went for what the best I could get, regardless of the position, and it kind of just didn't work out entirely the way I planned.
Word.
I mean, at the end of the day, your first 2 picks are I mean, if we went across the board and gauged every team's first 2 picks, I think your first 2 picks, even though you passed on running back, would be probably top 3.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, they're 2 of the best receivers, right? They're great.
I mean, your second pick, you got Justin Jefferson, who's the wide receiver 2 on the season. So, like, your roster right now, Tyreek's your second best receiver. And
damn.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, you can't. Especially this fantasy season, it would be really hard unless somebody like drafted, like Cooper Kupp in the 5th or 6th round, and then got one of those guys. That's the only way you could really beat that duo.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I need to keep. Yeah, I gotta be a little. Do it a little differently next year.
No, but I think that's overall it's a solid pick, and I think after just to continue on, like after that at 8. We had Don the Doves FC drafting Aaron Jones. Now, I'm not going to directly speak for Brian, but I have heard comments from in the past and over the course of the season where he has been very upset with Aaron Jones, and he said that he would never draft him again.
Yeah, okay, so that's funny that I even said that because I would have never drafted Aaron Jones. I do not like, and I would take Devontae Adams, but I do not like drafting people from my team that I support.
Yeah.
I don't like drafting Packers in general because they aren't consistent. Devontae Adams is consistent if he's healthy, but the rest of those wide
Well,
receivers,
yeah, I was about to
Aaron,
bring that. Yeah,
Yeah.
the issue with Aaron Jones is that not only is he sent like a little bit injury prone, like he always gets a little nicked up throughout the season, like 2 or 3 games where he's got like a minor injury, he's out or like kind of questionable. But on top of that, when you have what is it, AJ Dillon behind him, they end up just kind of like mixing roles, and not that he's just not a true RB1 like workhorse where he's guaranteed to get 25, 30 touches a game
right?
like a Derrick
It's
Henry.
too much of a load share.
Yeah, too much of a load share, and it's just like there are games where he does get that share, but not like it's not like Derrick Henry where like
Uh,
this dude's getting the ball
No,
25 times every single game.
It's hard to find true number ones though right
True,
now.
It
true.
is. That's a fact. They're few
But
and
that's
far.
why you got to
Yeah.
think about it.
But that's what I'm
You could,
thinking about.
like,
Yeah, first round, like you're looking for that true number one.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
one reason. That's another reason why I backed off of a Ezekiel Elliott, because you just if you know Pollard's getting some touches too, and it's in fantasy you almost want a guy that's gonna be that guy,
Yeah,
that
Right.
premier guy, especially with like top 5 pick.
Well,
yeah,
bro, my boys were saying yesterday, bro, the biggest handcuff in the league is fucking Dalvin Cook and Madison.
true, true.
Yeah.
Like,
Because
Yep.
Madison's the type of player. The second that Cook is out, bro, he gets you 20 points. Like he's
It
guaranteed
goes
to
he
be your
put
off.
number one
every
workhorse.
single game he played, other than the
Yeah.
ones where he was
And I've been telling
like,
people,
bro,
yeah, dude, I've been telling people the same shit because I got James Robinson last year when he started getting the workload, and up until like the last 2 weeks where Urban Meyer's been on some weird bullshit, not giving him the ball, like he's been the guy in Jacksonville, even though Jacksonville's terrible. He's been the guy, and he's one of the only like few running backs in the entire league that gets like over like 22 carries a game.
Mhm.
Up
Yep.
until like 2 weeks ago, when like just
right, and
whatever
like,
he was benched for
Yeah.
whatever fucking reason. But like, if you look at his last year games and then this year games, like that's why I've been super high on a guy like that purely off of what Tyler's talking about. Where like you want that workhorse, you want that dude who's just gonna
Yeah,
get the ball 20 to 30 times, and you know, like even
That-
like a
that's
bad
why
game for them is good.
like that's why
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we all know that next year the number one overall fucking player is gonna be Jonathan Taylor, because you just know
True.
they don't got it ain't no other running back really that they're gonna have that's gonna,
The only
you know what I'm
one
saying?
like
Especially,
yeah, I would agree.
And that
Derrick Henry is going to be a question mark, obviously, because he's injured and shit. But like, he's the second guy in there. If he didn't get injured, he'd be right in the conversation with Jonathan Taylor. And they're the only two guys
yeah,
that are really like, this dude is going to get you 20 points a game guaranteed.
he's gonna be the new McCaffrey, where McCaffrey
True.
was just like the designated one. It's gonna be JT,
Yeah. True.
and
He's
then
going
you
to be the
gonna
number one guy.
I'll
you
never
already
draft
know.
McCaffrey again.
Yeah,
Never.
next year's a shit show. I'm hoping I have a late
Yeah.
pick because
But
Right.
just real quick before we get too quick off that, we'll get back to that, to all those points, because it'll come back again. The next pick was Nick's dad, S-Rock FC, took Travis Kelce. And this goes back to the same shit that we're just talking about, that Travis Kelce's that type of guy, RB1 workhorse type of dude, but for tight ends. You know, like even on his bad day, he's getting targeted like 8 times a game.
Yeah, he's equivalent to a receiver number one.
True.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I mean, in tight end wise, there's only really like arguably I would say 4, maybe 5 guys like that.
True.
So if you can't get like, to me off the top of the head, I'm thinking the people only like that is like him, Gronk. When Gronk plays, Mark
Waller,
Andrews,
Mark,
Waller,
I'll bring this stat up that I saw.
Hawkinson,
I saw this stat up before
maybe
earlier.
Knox.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. And Andrews is the just surpassed Kelsey as the number one tight end last week. But to your point,
Who is he?
Andrew, he just passed them last week. But Andrews, to your point, is that like in those top 5 guys that you just mentioned. I mean, Gronk, I wouldn't put there just because of how injured he's been. But when you mention like
It's hard to say.
I get what you're talking about talent wise. There's only like 5 tight ends that can even produce a 20-point game. But I say like when you narrow it down, Kelsey and Andrews, and Waller is starting to decline because there's injury proneness, and like Waller, Andrews, and then Kittle and Waller are in like a separate category because of how injury prone they are. But Waller and Andrews are the only 2 guys that like
That's a
are almost
fact.
like a separate tier from the rest of everybody. They were significantly better than every other tight end, and that immediately makes them like a huge advantage.
They're the only tight ends that if you quote unquote reach to grab, it would be damn near justified.
True.
Yeah, I mean, and Waller, like people thought that going into the year, and last year he definitely was, but this year Waller, he was the next tight end taken, and he definitely wasn't a second round pick in terms of production.
No, he's just injury prone. I've had him in another league. He's injury prone, but yeah, Waller.
Me too.
It's Andrews and Kelsey that are the true, like, they're in their own category, and then every other tight end is like they're at least like 20 or 30 points behind.
I mean, to put things in perspective, I know Tom has Dalton Schultz in a league too, but like Dalton Schultz, midway through the year, had a couple of huge games, and like if you have him, most of the time he'll give you like 7, 8, 9 points solid, but he's had a lot of duds, like 1, 2 point games, and he's still the tight end. He's still the tight end 6 on the year.
What
tight end 6.
Wow.
What I'm realizing though too is that what I'm realizing this year more than anything that some of the second tier tight ends though really stepped up and like guys you didn't think like the Higbees, the Knox, the fucking I don't know the guy's name for Pittsburgh. But like dudes like him, the Hawkinsons, those
Kyle
dudes.
Pitts let me down. He's a good tight end.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts was a bust. Kyle Pitts as of now, a fantasy bust for I think how high people were drafted.
100%, 1,000%, bro.
But a lot of that
also not his fault. I don't think
a lot of that is due to I think Atlanta.
Yeah, they're dog shit. Same with Mike Davis. Oh my God, let's talk about that, bro. And the dude's finally putting up points now.
And Mike Davis is exactly the guy that we talked about that is like Madison. Like if Madison, who's a guy that like all he's waiting is for Cook to get hurt and he's immediately like an RB1. If Madison were to go to a different team that's shitty right now, like the Texans or
he's their starter, 100%.
Next year you'd be like, I'm drafting him high. And Mike Davis was that guy because he's what Chuba Hubbard is this year. He came in every time McCaffrey was hurt and fucking produced. And now look at him.
The only difference I would say with the Mike Davis and Madison thing is Mike Davis was a fucking journeyman running back forever, and then the only reason his value spiked was because he was McCaffrey's backup last year, and then he went to.
And the
only argument I'll make with Madison is Madison's only 23 years old still, so like I could see Madison being able to possibly start somewhere.
The thing is, when you're somebody like Mike Davis, you're a backup for many years. There's a reason why you're a backup. And when you get your chance to become a starter, it's kind of evident why you were a backup, and that's kind of what it is for him. He's you know what I'm saying. The ceiling's not that high. When you come in and fill in because you have a different running style than McCaffrey or something like that, it's different. But when you got to be the every down back, man, please, it's just that much harder.
That's a fact. That's a fucking fact.
You can't. A backup will always do something that will show you why they're a backup. It may take them a while, but they usually always expose themselves, and that's kind of. I could foresee that happening with Mike Davis this year. It's no surprise.
Yeah, and honestly,
he's better in that 2 role. Like that's like right now. If Tony Pollard gets a job at, let's say, somewhere. If he's a number 1, it wouldn't make sense. Not that it wouldn't make sense, but he may not succeed like how he did in Dallas. Jamal Williams, he goes to Detroit.
I was just gonna say that
he's decent in that 2 role. He probably thought he was gonna be 1, but you know what I'm saying. Look how Swift was. I don't know. Some guys are just like that.
The thing is with the Mike Davis thing too is. Preseason, you looked at that, and everybody thought the same. I mean, I think I have Mike Davis. I had him on one team too, and you never felt great about that pick. But you're looking at Atlanta's running back depth at the preseason, right? And you're like, they have nobody. Right. Somebody's got to get the ball. They literally had nobody.
No one thought about Corday Patterson.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even if you're looking at a preseason roster, he was listed as a receiver. Like, he wasn't even in their running back depth chart.
Oh my God.
I had him on my team.
Patterson is literally the fucking deal. He's like the X factor.
He's an anomaly, man.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Like the thing is with Cordell Patterson, that guy. That's something that like I haven't really seen in fantasy football in terms of a player who was in the league for 8-9 years with the production he
I
had.
don't get how he's not the comeback player of the year.
He has to be, bro.
Right.
He has
Right?
to be.
I mean, yeah,
Like
he's
locked
what,
down.
9-year
I don't
vet.
know. I don't know the demographics of if you have to be like technically hurt or some shit, but this nigga came back out of life, bro. He wasn't even like I don't know. That shit don't
He
even
never,
make
he
sense.
never really had a good career.
Bro, he had
Yeah.
13
Bro,
touchdowns
he's had
his whole
random
career up
games.
until this year. He has like 15 now.
Yeah, and
It's something insane.
And that's absolutely like his consistency has been better than ever. But when he was on the Bears, he had random. If you can go look back last year and 2 years ago when he was on the Bears, random fucking games where he'd get like 24 points, just random ass games.
Yeah, nobody
Never
ever.
consistent, like 1 or 2 games a year, like never consistently like what he's doing now. But Atlanta like figured it out.
Yep.
It's crazy
Well, I
how
got a
'cause
lot else to figure out.
Well, they figured one thing.
Right, bro.
So who do we think was the steal of the draft?
Wait, hold on. Real quick, we only
Cooper
got like 2
Kupp.
more picks. Let's just go over. We got
Okay,
3
my
more
bad,
picks
my
left in
bad.
the first round, and then we'll do that. We'll kind of do some like overall evaluations real quick. So yeah, we just went over Travis Kelce, number 9 out of 12 overall pick. Blah blah blah. Nick's dad took that shit. I took Stephon Diggs at 10 overall. Overall, I'm not gonna say I don't regret this pick. Stephon Diggs has not been what I expected him to be. I thought he'd be fucking
Right.
booming. But
He's
again, this goes back to the
consistent
conversation.
enough.
This goes back to that workhorse conversation that like even though he hasn't been like giving me multiple 35-point games or whatever, a bad game for him is like 12 points. I think he's only been under
Yeah,
double digits.
or like
Yeah.
17,
Yeah,
15.
I think
Like,
he's only been under double digits like 2 or 3 times. I'm gonna look it up right now. But overall, he's the
Twice,
type.
and it was 9 both times.
Yeah, it was yeah, and so this is the type of dude where his floor is extremely high. He gets targeted a dozen times a game. Probably averages more about like 9, but like there are games where he gets targeted 16, 17 times a game. And so this is
Where
the type,
Yeah.
I don't regret it. I know Jonathan Taylor is right behind. We're just talking about other guys that could have potentially taken. But my
that's
strategy,
disgusting.
yeah, true.
I feel like Diggs this year was more like a Keenan Allen type receiver than last year where he was more like a fucking
100%.
Hopkins. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like he was just
I
getting.
got a quick question. Go ahead, Ty.
No, it's just different. It's like he's just Josh Allen and them aren't doing what they did last year.
They're not
So
making
this
they're
is
like
the
not.
flashy plays,
regression
but
you're
the dude
getting.
catches like there's so many games that Stephon Diggs doesn't get a touchdown, but gets like 8 catches for like 80 yards, and that's like
Right.
great for fantasy. We're purely
Yep.
talking about fantasy here, and
Yeah.
like he's been such a like
Tom,
yeah.
just quick question for you before we keep going. How do you feel about your playoff game this week if Josh Allen doesn't play and you have Trubisky throwing him the ball?
Oh
I
my
feel
god.
honestly, dude, this is almost like a risky
Chicago legend.
My instinct is that it's going to be better because I think Mitch Trubisky is instantly going to be looking at Stephon Diggs like that's the fucking dude, and I gotta like.
I don't think I
They get a lot of
agree.
targets.
I agree. I don't think his production really makes a
No, I
difference.
don't think it makes a difference, and
Yeah,
it's
he's
almost
gonna
like
get more
it's like
targets.
the antithesis of what we were
Shorter
just
ones.
talking about. Like, I don't think he'll get like maybe he'll get some of those like clutch short yardage plays, but I think we're gonna get a lot of big time plays. Whether they turn into fucking.
Because look what the fuck Allen Robinson did when Trubisky was his quarterback.
Yeah, and my thing is like whether it turns into like a 5 interception game for Trubisky, cool, whatever. But what he's going to do, he's going to make those 40-yard throws to fucking Diggs. And if he fucking just gets like on 1 or 2 of them fantasy wise, I'm great. Actual strategy wise for the Bills to win the game, we'll see. But for fantasy wise, I'm hyped for it. I honestly think it's low key kind of better just for the matchup this week.
Forgive me, but who do they play this week?
Carolina.
Panthers. Yeah, I mean they should win that game.
Okay, the only thing is you got to remember, right? So if they're playing Carolina,
true,
Diggs may be locked up by Gilmore.
That's the biggest thing I'm worried is that they got Gilmore.
So at that point, I don't think that it's Diggs may be a decoy, and it may be one of those things where they just have him checking down to Knox and fucking
And
I
Gabriel
fucking
Davis,
hope
To
dude.
not.
that
I
point,
need Stephon.
but
Gonna
think
go
about this,
off.
dude.
I'm gonna
What
start
if
Gabriel Davis.
I completely agree with you that Stephon Gilmore is going to be like, unless they're just going like zone, I think he's
30
going to be
points.
like, give me fucking Diggs, I'm going to shut him down. But in that
He
scenario, I
is the
think fucking
receiver
Diggs
he
is going to outplay
knows.
him. I think Diggs is going to outplay him in that scenario. Stephon Gilmore is old. He went to he's in Carolina now. I think Diggs is going to fucking turn up on him and like break free on like a 40-yard play. Not
My
every
thing
play,
about
but like
No,
there's
it's
going to
not
be a
that.
play.
It also seems like the Bills' play calling got very conservative from
True.
this year to last year.
yeah, bro. OD.
But this is
It's
kind of
so
what
weird.
It's like
I'm alluding
Dayball.
to, though.
It's like last year you could see Dayball getting a job anywhere. Now them motherfuckers is like looking at them like I don't know. They like I
Yeah.
don't know, man.
But that's sort of what I'm alluding to. Is I think when Mitch is going to be in that offense, he's going to fucking throw a couple bombs, and I'm hoping that they go to fucking Stephon Diggs. I think it's going to work out.
The thing is about him is that like most any other team in the league doesn't have a former starter as their backup. It happens, right? But you know what I mean? At least you have someone with experience. And I have Stephon too in another league. So and again I'm playing Josh Allen in our league. So it's like again, crazy fucking predicament. But I guess either way I kind of feel you like he's gotta get that ball,
It's
fingers
boomer
crossed.
bust. It's boomer bust.
Yeah, right. G shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be a
The only thing
damn.
that's going to go
Well,
against
hold up. What's good with Josh Allen?
COVID, I think, right? Or
No,
No,
walking boot.
Oh shit!
Walking
Yeah,
boot.
he fucked his foot up.
Damn.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
He might be.
And they
saving it
need this.
for the New England game.
If they're smart, they don't play him because he's fucking hurt.
Fact, but don't they need to win these
Nick,
games?
the thing is though, you say that right, but the thing is, they lose this game, they may be out of the
Right.
playoff.
Then they need to win. Then they need that's
but-
exactly what I'm saying.
They
are
fucked up
playing
because they don't
Falcons
have
and
any
the
like
Jets.
comfortability now. Now they're in the hunt. They can't even
No,
afford to just.
I'm saying that
playing
like
shitty
if Josh
teams, though.
Allen was really hurt, and
Yeah.
you signed Mitch Trubisky to be a competent backup, like you need to rest him for a game
Bruh.
so he can be healthy going into New England because they could really. I get what you're saying. I think Buffalo lose another game, they could be out too, but they're better off fucking keeping him healthy for the Patriots game.
No,
and then running the table against Atlanta and the Jets and winning the last.
And I agree with you, but I think that because of it's a 17 game season, they don't really know what to do right now when you're in this type of situation.
Exactly.
Because even like Arizona, why wouldn't they shut down Kyler Murray? They damn near got shit locked up, but he still got to play. It is because you know what I'm saying. They're fighting for home field advantage, but realistically, they're already in the playoffs. But you know what I'm trying to say? I don't know if they're really. I don't know just because of how long the season is if they're really going to be so for shutting players down unless you have to think about now. Hopkins got shut down today. He played last night and then got shut down today. So they're trying to get every win they can, but I don't know. No, but it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah,
honestly though, you never know this year with COVID too. You can get a COVID outbreak like this
tomorrow,
especially right
could be out.
I
know
at any moment, bro, during a playoff game.
Doesn't who's a big one that just came down with it?
The whole Browns are done and they play Saturday.
Oh my God!
That line shifted like 4 points. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
it's
my
like their
God!
It's like their whole O line and like Jarvis Landry.
Doesn't someone in Minnesota have it too?
Yeah, Minnesota's got an outbreak.
That's why, man. I don't know if you can really afford to sit guys or quote unquote drop a game, like if you don't have to, because it's especially somebody like Buffalo, they fucked up.
I know. I just think Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen. I just think Josh Allen is legit injured.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah. I think the same thing with Dak. I think Dak's hurt too, but it's too late in the season to you know what I'm saying, to pull the plug.
Right.
I don't know.
I hear you.
I don't know about. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about.
I see. Those are the two viewpoints. I agree with both.
I think it explains why Dak's playing bad, but I don't know if he's really hurt.
Before we get into Cowboys shit, because I know that's going to lead down a whole nother rabbit hole. Let's just finish up this first round pick, and then we'll get into that because that's going to be a whole.
Jonathan Taylor. We all should have picked him. Moving on.
All I want to so
JT.
obviously Jonathan Taylor's next, and then Austin Eckler's at the end with
Yeah.
Adam. If you want to concept, the only thing I would say, I would just want to get to what Tyler was talking about is rating the picks, and then I think something we can add to each one of us. We'll go through is not only rating the picks, but who did you like to pair it? Like your mindset coming in the draft 1 and 2. Who did you like to pair? Like what was your first 2 picks, and like what was your kind of mindset with that, and like how did you feel about that? But Adam had back-to-back picks with the Chargers.
I want to talk about
took
that.
Eckler, you know what I mean?
Who was it? Eckler and who? Pardon me?
Eckler and Barkley.
Eckler and Barkley. So definitely Eckler was the much better pick out of that. Consistent. I mean, I think he's a top 3 running back in fantasy.
He's been great.
Behind Taylor and Dalvin Cook.
Is Dalvin number 1 right now?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt.
I think Jonathan Taylor
Taylor's
maybe,
number
right?
1? Okay. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, he's always solid for double digits. I mean, he only scored under double digits once this year. And he's been in every game. He hasn't been out this year either. So consistent. And yeah, I mean, probably been my best player. So definitely solid first pick. Saquon, not so much.
Yeah.
Been injured all year, pretty much.
Or,
he had 2 good games.
Yeah, let's just go around and like, what did you
and played well last year.
Who did you think like we're gonna go around? I think Tyler brought this up of talking about like the biggest bust of the draft, or who you thought was
biggest bust or biggest steal too.
Steal.
Yeah, biggest steal. Yeah, you can start it off with that. If you
I think I looked it up. To me, I think it was personally. I think whenever one of the ones whenever Cooper Kupp was probably drafted. I think
right now Cooper Kupp went in the 4th round to Delario in the 8th pick.
But I think also earlier, I think we thought it was Mike Williams when we did this podcast the first time.
We did when at the halfway point. We did think it was Mike Williams, but he had a rough
steal of the draft. No shit.
Yeah, I think we thought Mike Williams.
It's got to be Cooper Kupp.
I feel like Deebo Samuel went pretty low too.
I'm looking, I have
he did.
The draft picks.
I think he went way later than Kupp, didn't he?
I'm looking right now. I haven't seen him yet.
My boy got Kupp in like the 7th round in our fucking league.
Kupp went 4th round, 8th overall pick in our league. You mentioned Deebo Samuel is definitely another guy, and then obviously Cordarrelle. I don't even know if Cordarrelle drafted in our league.
He was on. No, I don't
he got drafted.
Bought a real pals.
I know Fournette was a late draft pick, but
yeah, for sure.
I think personally, I think the biggest steal was Fournette. 10th
the
round.
biggest steal is you trading him to Tyler. He stole him from you.
I mean,
like
I'm just saying James in general. That's like what it was. James Conner
fucking around.
Oh,
in 9th round.
Conner too. Jeez, who could afford
that? Was a late pick. And then I got Jamar Chase 8th round too. I think those two were.
Oh yeah,
at least at the beginning of the season for Chase. Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, I literally don't see the Deebo Samuel went 7th round, 11th pick. Brandon Ayuk went 2 rounds ahead of him in the 5th round.
Jesus. Personally, the reason I say Fournette and Connor is just because there are so many receivers.
True.
There's like if you got Fournette in the 10th round and didn't trade him away, you got yourself a top 5 tight end in the 10th round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for me, like if I never trade him, that could have made the difference of me making a playoffs. That pick, single-handedly.
Yeah, I mean you can't. We didn't look at the trade when going in like, yeah, this is gonna be a bad trade for someone in a good trade.
No.
So it was obviously we agreed and thought it was an even trade, and then that's just how shit played out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm saying looking back, like Fournette's the top 5 running back right now.
Yeah, but even if you look at the draft, you got remember people were drafting Ronald Jones over him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I took Ronald Jones in the 7th round.
Knew he was
That's crazy.
Yeah. Nobody knew he was going to do this.
True.
No, yeah,
Who's the
that's why.
bust though?
Well, I was about to bring up like individually
Oh,
for our
really in the
teams.
second round
Yeah, true.
is the bust.
Yeah.
I don't even know if there's anybody we can even played 4 or 5 games, had over 15 points once. If you draft me,
Who's
draft
that?
Calvin Ridley.
Oh
And
yeah,
Are we
And
saying
then-
biggest bust?
Yeah, oh yeah.
yeah,
Second round
definitely.
pick that just did
Second
well.
round.
Yeah.
The guy retired
Yeah.
at week 5.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah. Because even guys
he
like
played
Derrick Henry
5
and
games.
McCaffrey, like they produced while they're in.
Right.
Calvin Ridley
Yeah.
played
And then-
a couple games while he was in.
I mean, you got to look who else is even in there. The only other players you could throw in that are probably Chris Carson or Allen Robinson.
I was about to say Allen Robinson. I had him in another league, but Mikey drafted him first overall or first in the 3rd round pick. Like, dude, that dude is like not even worth starting in like any league.
No.
He's terrible this season.
Yeah.
3rd round, first pick of the 3rd round.
But yeah, I mean, he's been awful, hardly playable, but at least he didn't retire.
Yeah. Do you guys
True.
have any players on your team that you feel like were steals or busts that you feel like who's the best steal or the best bust that you guys got or the biggest bust you have on your
Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley, obviously on your team.
Yeah, mine is certainly.
I think for me.
We'll go Ty first.
Ty's first.
No, go ahead.
I'm looking at I'm looking at my team.
Yeah, Ty, you can go first.
For me personally, I think it's probably Marquise Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Steal?
I got him in the 12th round.
Damn.
Oh, damn. That's solid.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And I remember when I drafted him, even talking to Nick and Brian being like, bro, I'm pretty sure he's the number 1 receiver still on their team.
Holy
I was like, I don't think
holy
Sammy Watkins
shit.
is going to come and be 1.
No.
And I was like, fuck it, I'm grabbing him.
He wasn't even projected to. Marquise Brown. Well, he's so good, like we said, high ceiling, and he just is. He can be really inconsistent, but it seems like they've gotten better with him this year.
He's had some bad games, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but
But-
better than last year.
Nah, he's still a top receiver. He's still the
Yeah, that's insane. You got him in the 12th round.
bro, he's still the number 46 overall player in
It's
fantasy.
definitely a steal.
Top 50 player.
What's really weird is too, the games that he had that he didn't do that great, I had Mark Andrews and he did good. So it kind of balanced out having both of them. And that was a risk that I take because I don't really like having
Right.
2 players on the same team that's not the
Right.
quarterback, receiver, or tight end,
Totally.
running tight end, receiver, or quarterback tandem.
I was about to bring up for my team. I would bring up Jalen Waddle as a steal. I got him at the end of the 11th round, 10th pick in the 11th round, and he's now the 44th best overall in fantasy. He's just 2 points.
Wow.
He's pretty much neck and neck with Marquise Brown. So, I mean,
Wow.
yeah, two guys, Tyler, exactly what Tyler was kind of talking about. Well, coming into the season, I knew they had Devontae Parker, but he's obviously injury prone and shit. I just heard, this rookie coming in there. I just it's 11th round. I already had my receivers in place. I kind of was like, fuck it, see what happens. And now he ends up being, I mean, dude, he's neck and neck with Stephon Diggs. He's my wide receiver too, right now, especially with
If you can be early on somebody who you know is going to be a number 1 pick, then you know what I'm saying? It's just a steal.
Yeah, and it goes back to what we were talking about, the workhorse kind of philosophy with it was I didn't know he'd be this guy, but when you look at his stats now, the dude gets targeted 10 times a game. So it's even though Miami sucks, he still gets points every time they go out now.
Right.
So
with Tua.
Yeah.
For me, can you tell me when I drafted? Who did I draft first, Gronk or Pitts?
So first overall, Cam, you took Tyreek. Second,
No, not first. Yeah, sorry, just keep
second,
going.
second round, you took Justin Jefferson. Obviously, great pick. Third round, you took DeAndre Swift. Another great fucking pick. Fourth round, you took Kyle Pitts. Not the best, but
That's crazy.
Fourth round isn't a huge reach for him, but yeah.
No, that's good. That's good to know because I was going to say my steal is Gronk. And my bust is Mike Davis for sure.
Yeah, you took Mike Davis in the 6th round. You could have. There's a couple other guys around there that you could have taken, but not the worst.
No, just in
Not
terms
like
of
a
his
first round
how he.
bust. Yeah.
No, not like that. Just in terms of who performed and who didn't. I'm glad I have Gronk for when he's healthy, and Mike Davis was an absolute bust.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, he's just I don't know, man. Like you said, bro, there's a reason he's at number 2, and that's totally fine. Good for him.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, you don't get me wrong, man. He's decent, but
yeah, dude's a
Atlanta,
right.
if they would have probably brought back Gurley this year, and then Mike Davis would have helped just back up, or they could have. I don't know. Who knows?
I hear you.
Yeah.
Did we lose Buds?
Yeah, he just texted me. He's out. We've been on here for a little bit, but solid contribution. Thanks for coming on, Adam. Solid playoff member of the league. No, but I think that's good. I mean, rounding up everything about the draft, I think that's a decent draft analysis. We looked at the steals and the busts overall, and individual teams, and overall the first pick. I'm looking at the first round draft, and honestly, there's nobody who's like a bust. The biggest bust that you could claim in the first round would be either Derrick Henry or McCaffrey, purely off of just injury.
And still, Derrick Henry still
in the
put up
top 12 people. I can list
more
them off for
fucking
you guys.
points.
I don't know if you're looking at them. Nick's probably looking at them. I'm gonna bring it up for
Yeah.
Devontae, McCaffrey, Kamara, Dalvin Cook, Ezekiel Elliott, Derrick Henry, Tyreek Hill, Aaron Jones, Travis Kelce, Stephon Diggs, Jonathan Taylor, and Austin Eckler. None of those guys are a bust. I wouldn't consider injury being a bust. Like, that shit happens.
Yeah.
Because while they were McCaffrey and Henry fucking produced. So it's kind of crazy. I think
100%.
that rarely happens that no one's a bust in the first round.
Yeah, I mean, the only one I would say is
Zeke.
McCaffrey.
Yeah, McCaffrey, just because the amount of games he was out. I mean, bro, I had
Zeke.
Derrick Henry for half the season in my other 2 leagues, and he pretty much won me, got me a playoff spot just out of 8 weeks.
Right.
But that dude just turned up. Zeke, I guess. I don't know. Nick, how do you feel about that?
I mean, he's not having a good year, but he had a solid 4 or 5 games were decent. You know what I mean?
No, but if you think about the running backs under him, bro, like the Jonathan Taylors.
Well, all right. Well, think about this. Coming into next season, if you were to think about it, who are the top 5 overall picks that you think are going to be not that you're going to take, but just like top 5 overall draft players, by the Yahoo rankings, whatever. It's got to be Jonathan Taylor 1. I'll start with my 5. It'll be Jonathan Taylor. I'm going to put Derrick Henry, even if he comes back with the injury in 2 or 3 weeks and is decent, he's going to be the number 2 overall. I put Dalvin Cook at 3.
Cooper Kupp.
And then Cooper Kupp would be a top 5 pick. I'll put him at 4. And then at 5, I'd probably put Eckler. That would be my top 5 coming in. Or actually, no. I'd scratch that. Najee Harris is my 5th. I think Najee's going to be huge.
He's been great
next year.
Debo Samuels is probably top 10 somewhere.
True.
What
do you guys think? What do you think is going to be top 5? I think number 1 overall, we can all pretty much agree that it's going to be Jonathan Taylor. So I think you'd be more give us your top 5 kind of a thing, because I think we all know that Jonathan Taylor is going to be the number 1 guy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I think Taylor, Henry, Cook, Najee, and probably Eckler.
I put Najee in there. I put fucking Coop in the top. Coop has to make the top 5 just because of his production.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be because they never rank any receivers that high. Normally, it's 7, 8 are the highest. It's normally
he might be 6 though.
It's even rare that they rank a wide receiver that high.
Then what are your top 5 running backs, and we'll do top 5 receivers coming in the next season then.
Yeah, the running backs are Taylor, Henry, Cook, Najee, and Eckler. And the receivers probably Kupp,
Debo.
Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, that's a huge one. I think he has to make, because he's in top 10 consideration with the production he has.
The thing is with Debo, I think he's easily a top 10, probably top 5. But it's just what's their quarterback situation going to be next year? Because that'll drastically change what that is.
Right now. Right now, if you're to think, obviously it's going to change a little bit, but right now, off the production they're having this season,
Then
I think he's coming back. don't think anything changes.
Yeah, I don't think a lot
Do you
changes,
put
man.
DeAndre Swift as a top 5 running back, and where do you put Cordero?
I think Garoppolo gets franchise tagged and they bring him back one more year.
True. I don't know if Trey Lance is going to take over.
But
I don't think Cordell will be that high of a ranked player. I think maybe second or third round.
Who's that? Fournette?
Cordero.
No, Cordell.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because
Patterson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll probably be slept on again.
Tyreek will be top 5 receiver again.
Yeah, him. Who else? Crazy. Jamar Chase.
No, but I think that's what it will be pretty much. It'll be like Jonathan Taylor. We all know number 1. Derrick Henry for me is like I would take him. I fucking love Derrick Henry. If I had the number 1 pick, I would take him. But we have to see how he plays coming after injury, and then after that, it's like I see Najee jumping up there. I think Najee is going to be a solid ass pick next year. He might be the number 1 overall fantasy player next year. Now, granted, like what Nick was bringing up, we don't know. Big Ben is supposed to retire. We don't know what the
It depends on who's their quarterback.
Exactly. Like that's what I'm saying. We don't know. But DeAndre Swift is another type of player. Like he's another type of player like that. Like for fantasy wise, like dude, they get like 5 to 8 like looks for passes every game on top of like their 20 to 30 carries every game.
No. You're right, but someone like him will still get slept on for a couple more years. People have been sleeping on Austin Eckler for years, and now they're still like kind of like,
That's true.
yeah.
I guess Eckler would go ahead of him.
Yeah, I think he
Najee,
will.
Though. Like I would, if I had a top 5 pick, I would take Najee.
The Delvin Cook's still going to be a top 5 ranked running back the next year. I'm pretty positive with that.
Yeah, I think Delvin is too.
McCaffrey probably is too.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but I'm never picking up his brutal white ass again.
I'm not a fan of him. So
I'm never fucking drafting McCaffrey unless he drops to like the 5th round. Like I'm never taking him again. I'm never like I already said that coming into this season. I'll never take him.
I think he'll be a mid to late first round pick.
I think somebody's gonna take him, and he'll be good again, but he'll get injured again. He'll have some minor
injury he will.
Keeps him out for like 4 weeks throughout the season.
Yeah, he will.
The same shit.
It's undeniable at this point. It's undeniable.
Saquon 2.0.
Yeah, that's just like what it is. And Saquon's in the same thing where it's just like I'm staying away from Saquon going forward.
100%.
Saquon's done.
Both of them, and that's the thing is, it's not their fucking fault. But once you get injured like that, especially if it happens again, it's over. It's not going to stop happening.
The thing is with both of them, both of those players too, Saquon and McCaffrey. Like, I just think they need to go if they're going to have any sort of like real relevance or value, they need to go to another team. If they're playing on the same team, I'm not touching either one.
Panthers.
The only way I would even remotely take a risk on either one of them is if they had if they were in a new system with a new team, because like I just don't think either one of those are gonna. Even though McCaffrey produces, what's the point of him fucking being a top 5 running back 3 weeks out of the season when he's gonna get hurt behind a shitty O line and no sustainable quarterback and
he needs help, right?
What's the reason to play if he's gonna get hurt? I think he needs a change. I think Saquon needs a change too. Just in terms of like,
I was gonna ask the same thing about not Alex Madison, like Dalvin Cook. Are these guys all on like they're past their rookie contracts and shit?
I don't know the contract situations.
How old is Cook?
Yeah, Dalvin Cook in his like 7th year.
Yeah, like he's already gotten paid, right?
Yeah, he was born in 95.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's 26.
Yeah. He's in his like 7th year.
Okay. And then what about?
He's
right
around the same age as Kamara.
And that's I didn't want to ask if they're still on their rookie contracts. I wanted to ask. I just don't think anyone would know how long their contracts last because like McCaffrey does need to probably get somewhere, like especially him. Saquon's got to be like. I mean, fuck. Dude, I'm not.
I'm so happy Joey finally found the team name.
Yeah, he improved. Dude, you're sponsored now.
What you're talking about?
You're sponsored now, bro.
So fucked up. So embarrassing.
Dude, don't worry about it, dude.
You don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck. That's my son. And Nick came up with it.
Dude, everybody go on YouTube right now. Go in the chat. Give the stream a like real quick.
Oh, yeah. I subbed to you guys.
Yeah,
To
do it real
us.
quick. You know, Joey blew up the chat. I put a poll in there earlier. I could put it one up again, but we had a "Is Mikey ripped?" poll. We concluded Mikey is ripped. It has been officially decided Mikey's ripped.
Oh my god.
It's official.
So is that it? Is that it for the draft review?
Hold up, no.
Yes. Do you
I'm
have the
sure it's
outline in
not.
front of you, Nick? Do we have anything else to bring up?
Yeah. I just want to go over a couple records that were broken in the record book this year.
All right, hold on. Let me pull that up. See what we got here.
With the biggest moment of his young NBA career.
Actually, is it in the record book or is it in the outline you sent me?
Yeah, it's in the record book.
Like it says it in there, or should I just bring up like what you wrote?
Reeves was a terrific career. First 2 years at Wichita State.
Yeah, it says it in there.
All right, there.
Mikey and Joey hanging out.
All right, so I'm in the record book.
So two of them were broken this year. The first one, we got our boy Cam right here, breaking the all-time league record for smallest margin of defeat.
What the fuck does that mean?
10 points.
Oh,
average
that's terrible.
on the season.
Oh my god, that's terrible. And the best, like, you know what I mean? That's just nail biters, straight nail biters.
Oh, for our season this year? Yeah, I see that right
here. Historic nail biters. I mean, nobody in 10 years has won more close games than you.
Wait, what? Oh, wait. Then read the stat again.
I'm sorry. Your losses.
Lost.
Yeah, we're all like nobody's ever lost that many close games.
Typical.
Oh, okay. I have this different stat in front of me real quick just because I have it on screen. Margin of defeat smallest. What you're talking about, single week. Suicidal Sassos, week 3, 1 point. He tied it. And an average, what you're talking about, 10.6 on average for the year.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Nick is talking about, yeah.
Yeah, no. I follow. I got it.
He
said wins at one point though, but that's what I was confused about.
I'm trying to follow that because I'm like, I got the record book in front of me.
All right, yeah, no. You're good. You're good.
I was just looking through earlier, seeing which ones are like broken for all time that are gonna stay. And that was one, and the other one, unfortunately, I'm kind of disappointed because he must have just passed me the last week or two. Delario broke the record for hardest strength of schedule all time with 131.85. And I have to be like right there, like within a couple points.
Are you calculating this shit for each team?
We have a record book on Yahoo. I have it pulled up right now on stream if you want to look at it.
Okay, and it'll calculate it itself?
Yeah. You can pull
That's
it up.
sick.
Bro, you can pull up the YouTube stream. You'll probably see it by now. There's like a 10-second delay, but you'll like see. I have it pulled up.
It's not even that bad. It's so you know it's like 2 seconds.
Yeah, but anyway, so what Nick is talking about, strength of schedule, hardest ever is Grease Cobras FC with 131.85. Now, we don't have the second place, but what Nick is talking about is he definitely is right fucking there. And I'm just below that.
We both broke it.
Yeah, and just below that, I'll bring up, I don't know if Nick has this or not, I don't have the outline in front of me, but the weekly average of this easiest strength of schedule this season, Cameron, with the Suicidal Sassos, average of 105.78 strength of schedule was the easiest you've ever had in our league. Or not in our league, but for the year. The easiest strength of schedule ever was 81 points. I think it's hard to compare it over the course of the history because the last time when we looked at this, we had a different point system and shit. But yes, this season you had the easiest schedule is what we're looking at. And Delario had the
hardest. That's based off what the total points of my opponents.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's wild and also embarrassing.
Congratulations.
Yeah, there you go. But you made the playlist. Congratulations.
Yeah, and it's probably all those stats are gonna come to like make sense. But we'll see. I'm gonna do it to him.
I mean, the thing is, all 6 playoff teams this year are the top 6 in points. So like.
Right, like you still got to win them games. Like you still got to like. I mean shit.
Sometimes that shit doesn't even out.
Right. This year, I know. So I'm one of my in points.
6.
Right where I'm meant to be. Wow, good fight.
Yeah, I believe those are the only 2 that were broken for all time.
Well, where I'm looking at the outline right now, and I haven't pulled up, we got.
I gotta have an all-time record for most records.
Oh, we do, but
For most
we'll just go through
for
it.
most
Tyler
terrible records.
with the Blacklit Bastards' first playoff appearance since 2015. This is a huge milestone for Tyler.
In number 1, wow.
And he's number 1. Tyler's out for blood this year. He's coming back. Tyler's my favorite for the playoffs. I'm not gonna lie.
I think all of us want Tyler.
Yeah.
Everybody wants
I'm
Tyler to
bad.
win.
I'm in
Despite
it,
themselves.
but like I'm afraid of facing Tyler's team. I think he's got the best team in our league. I think he's gonna win.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, 100%.
I just want to clear something up for anybody that doesn't know, because I know it's very different in a lot of leagues. Our league's just like the actual NFL, so like it's every round it's reseeded. So lowest plays highest seed. So sometimes most leagues they just have a bracket like 3 versus 6 plays 2 or whatever. So like Cam, if you win, you play Tyler automatically.
Oh, fuck. I didn't even think about that.
The lowest plays high no matter what in the semi.
Ty, you've been gone for like an hour.
I'm here.
I know you've been here, but I haven't seen you for like an hour. Wait. That's not standard? Like in my other league, maybe that's probably just how it is, but I play like I'm second and I'm playing 7th.
Yeah, like if it was just bracketed, like the way it looks right now, that like the winner of your and Steve's game would play Mikey if it was like one side of a bracket.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Ours is reseeded by like top seed.
We're like the NFL. Our league's like the NFL, it says.
Just makes sense. I just think it makes more sense.
It just makes more sense.
On the season, Bledsoe with that strong body of this Vince pulls his way inside for the.
Yeah, I got tomorrow night in my other league, a Thursday nighter. A must play. Who's playing tomorrow night? Chiefs?
Chiefs,
No.
Chargers.
Is tomorrow?
Poll in chat here. Is Mikey ripped forever?
So then,
no.
yeah.
No, that's our week. Yeah, I have Tyreek Hill tomorrow. What were you gonna say, bro?
I was just gonna keep going with basically what Tom was saying. So you read off Tyler's first playoff appearance. And then the 2 seed we talked about it earlier, Mikey. Third straight playoff appearance in a row. He's the defending champ. And then Steve at the 3 seed, who hits his 3rd straight year in the playoffs. And then Adam Buds with the 4th. Also another member whose 3rd straight playoff appearance. He's made the playoffs 6 out of his 7 years in the league.
Wow.
And then Tom, I'll let you take the last 2.
Well, so obviously the next one is me. I'm at number 5, 5th straight year in the playoffs, defending runner-up. Never made the playoffs and not made the championship game. I'm 14-2 in the playoffs, so this is my time of year. Regular season.
That's crazy. You've never made the playoffs and not been in the championship game.
Yeah, and another stat that I believe is true.
So those 2 games. What?
Bro, and Nick can correct me on this, but I believe this is true. But I think another stat is that anytime I've made the playoffs where I didn't have the bye, I won the league, right? Like anytime that I had the bye, I think I missed it. Like every time that I've won the league, wasn't I not the number 1 seed?
No, because I think there's only been a handful of times, maybe 2 because I remember one stat was there's only been like 2 or 3 times the 1 and 2 seed play in the final.
Yeah.
And two of those times you beat me in the final.
Yeah, I did. But yeah, 14-2 in the playoffs.
So yeah, it doesn't fucking matter where he's seated.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where I'm at. I'm 14-2 in the playoffs. You know, this is where it all begins for me. We'll see where it really
No,
goes.
the crazy stat was you're out of all 10 years in the league, you're the only team that has made the playoffs with a losing record. And that year you
That's
made
what
it
it
as a
is,
six seed. Made it as a 6 seed at 6-7, and in like a three-way tie. Three teams were tied at 6-7. I think he got in off points,
Oh
and
my
then
god.
won the whole thing.
Shut
Yeah,
up,
bro, I
bro.
can lose for like the
What?
next decade straight, and I'll still be the goat of this league. But I'll be honest, man. I'm not too confident in my team coming into this off season. There's a couple guys I'm iffy on. But you never fucking know, bro. I'm 14-2. We'll see what happens. I got Demaryius Thomas on my team now. Where things are looking up. If I beat Adam, I'm fucking ready. Adam's honestly what I'm most concerned about right now. When I gotta face Ty, I'll face Ty. But right now, I gotta face Adam, and Adam's been looking good all season. He's dropped a couple games late, but his team throughout the season, I think, is better than mine and has a higher ceiling than mine. Now, what it comes down to, are these guys going to perform for him or not?
You've sweeped him though.
I know I have, but I still.
Third matchup, Tom's beat him twice this year
That's the
already.
shit that worries me, though, dude. You can't get too comfortable out here. You gotta take every game like you've never played them before. We're out here
Geez,
together.
shit.
So I'm
That's
like I
the
said,
fact.
dude. I'm 0-0 right now. It all comes down to the pre. It's been preseason for fucking 14 weeks. I'm ready for the real season though.
Adam's only lost 3 other games to 3 other teams the whole year.
Yeah.
He has 5 losses and 2 of them were to Tom.
I say my defense has his number, but we'll see. We'll see what we come out with. You know what it is. And then I guess the next point to bring up is just Cam. It's your first time in the playoffs, right?
I knew I'd make it.
Appearance.
First playoff appearance ever. We talked about it in the midseason podcast. You had one of the worst teams, historically worst teams ever in our league. What a comeback! We predicted it in our halfway. Our midway podcast. We predicted that you would make this appearance, like Nick and me have talked about before. Somebody who has not been in the league the previous year will always make the playoffs. That's a fucking guaranteed now. You did it. We knew it would be you. How do you feel?
Phenomenal. I feel great. I'm very thankful. I'm very, very fucking thankful because I would like to fight for the chance to win some money or some money back or anything just for the sake of it. Like, I don't, honest to God, fuck all of that shit. I don't want fantasy to end, and I know that we have like consolation prize and shit. So it's not like I'm finna stop it before the season's over, but like we only got a couple weeks left of this shit as far as anyone goes. And pardon me, I'm just fucking like I'm not looking forward to that. Not looking forward to fantasy being over in either of my leagues. So I'm in 6th in our league, and I'm in 2nd in the other. And I'm shaky about both, like I've said, but I really just don't want it to end. I fucking love it as much as it pains me every week. Fucking going into the waivers and there's no one there, and I'm fucked, but I still pull it out. You know what I mean? That shit is fucking great. It's nothing like fantasy football. Yeah, man. This shit's been great. I'm so thankful to be part of this league again.
Another little thing to throw out there is we mentioned how Steve, it's his 3rd straight year in the playoffs. The last 2 years he lost in the semis. Steve.
The series losing in the
Bills
quarter.
are gonna choke, man. That's what's gonna happen.
I hope Cam beats him this week.
Yeah, this series losing in the quarter. I'm coming in hot.
To be honest, I'd rather play Tom in week 16 than Cam if it came down to it.
My team's looking weak, man.
Because of the matchups.
Matchups?
Yeah, I mean, if you look in week 16 to play, Tom's got Rodgers going against Cleveland, which I think is be a tough matchup because Cleveland got a really good pass rush.
True. Diggs in New England?
He got Diggs going against New England.
Is it in New England?
Yeah, in New England.
In New England too, yeah. That's gonna be a tough matchup.
You got a banged up James Robinson. The only one that we were talking about that really is the scary is the Waddle on Monday night. Whereas if I have to play, let's say I had to play Cam, He's got Dak going against Washington, and he's already projected 29 points.
Oh yeah,
Shit.
he means Adam.
Oh, I'm sorry, Adam. Yeah, he's projected 29 points. He got Jamar Chase going against Baltimore,
Holy
Godwin
29
against Carolina, Eckler against Houston.
Yeah, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm scared of that matchup.
And I was saying this earlier on too. Adam's team is solid. Like he's dropped a couple games late on, but like, dude, he's got some like Jamar Chase can put up 30 points right now. You know what I mean? Like Dak, he starts playing, he'll put up 30 points. Eckler will put up 30 points. You know, if Barkley's healthy, he'll put up 20, 25. You know, he's got a lot of guys that like have been hurt and sporadic throughout the year. But right now, if they're hot, like he could put up a 150-point game easy.
Yeah.
That's all it takes. That's how people won last year. If you had Kamara, you won.
Yeah.
If you had Kamara that week, you won.
And if I need Swift to come back, I need him back this week. But if he could come back and be healthy and like be good and healthy, like then I'd be a lot more comfortable. At least with him. Because Devonta Freeman's been performing. Devonta Freeman, if he can get me 10 points at least like he has been for the last couple weeks, that's more than I can ask of him. And like I'm thankful for that for sure. So I don't have much, but I'm fucking holding on.
I'm excited. The playoffs are going to be great. I think we should come back and do some shit once we finish the season in the next
Yeah,
weeks.
dude. Yes.
Hell yeah, guys. Like, this has been great.
Yeah, before we go, I just want to just go over the payouts and the regular season winners. So like we said earlier, the Moderna and the Pfizer champs, the winners of each conference, immediately have 100. Tyler took the Moderna conference and Mikey took the Pfizer conference, and then an additional 100 points, $100 went to Tyler for most points, who overlapped Steve in the last week of the season. Who
wow, bro.
Yeah, dude, because Steve just fucking didn't do shit the last week.
Oh my god.
Tyler turned up. Yeah, and then Tyler turned
173 last week.
That's what I'm
saying. I think Steve had held most points for a while, like at least like the last 4 or 5 weeks.
Which conference did better overall?
I don't know.
Week 12, I put up 152. Week 13 was a low 125. But then week 14, 173 sealed it.
I mean, it's weird. The league seemed very, very, very fucking even this year.
Yeah, it
because in terms of like what conference was better, I mean,
they are even. There's 3 from each league, 3 from each conference.
Their conference was very top heavy. Like, you had Ty, who easily was the best team most of the season. Adam and Tom were right there. Brian, who was the next one that had a shot if it wasn't for his 55-point week a few weeks ago. But then you had Ronnie and Jamario, who were easily the 2 worst teams, both at 2 and 12. And then our league, you had you, Steve, and Mikey all at 9 and 5. Delario and my dad at 6 and 8. And I was 4 and 10, but I had more points than my dad. So
no, I know. I was I hear you because that's totally different. But I was saying more like how many teams from each conference made the playoffs, but it's 3 from each.
3 and 3, yeah.
Yeah. That's
one conference was
the one. Crazy is this is how crazy shit is. Listen to this. So if you look it up, when me and Cam played, I beat him by a point.
Oh shit!
That point for him, that equates for him having a first round bye.
Yep.
Everyone in your conference finished 9 and 5. Just that 1 point.
Oh
you would have had a win.
God! Oh my god!
Wait, what week was that? I'm about to pull that matchup up. What was it?
He's dead right, but oh my
god! Week 3.
Week 3.
Yeah, week 3, bro.
I'm about to pull that shit up, dude. Holy shit! No way.
That's how close shit is.
That's crazy.
That is nutty.
And if you start Kirk Cousins, you win.
Holy
That's
shit, for a
fuck.
105 to 104. I got this shit pulled up.
Wow, is that telling or what? I just got chills. I might play
If you
Kirk
start,
Cousins this week.
if you start Carolina's defense, you win.
Bro, you start Kirk
Either of
Cousins,
those
you would have got
scenarios.
11 more points. Yeah, you would have won. Carolina defense would have gotten you 10 more points than Tampa Bay's defense that week. Holy shit, dude.
Who are the Vikings playing this week?
This week? No, I'm talking about this was
The
week
Bear,
3, dude.
I'm talking
the
about
Bears,
right now though.
They're
I'm
playing the
talking about
Bears
right
Monday
now
night.
the
because
Bears on the Bears on Monday night.
do I do it? Oh my
dude.
no. Over Russell Wilson? I mean, is it not a sign? I said I just got chills. Like,
Who's Russell play this week?
The Rams in LA.
Oh, dude, maybe you have to do it, dude. They might shit on the
Justin,
Bears.
I have Justin Jefferson.
That's what I'm saying. Like if he throws 2 touchdown passes to Justin Jefferson, that single handedly right there could win you the
And
game.
at least, if anything, at least I
Very
can
true.
hold on hope to Monday night.
Holy shit, yes, you can, dude. You can wait till the very last second, dude. That's why I'm going to play Mooney, dude. Holy shit.
That's the thing.
Yo!
That's the thing. You have Cousins. You have Cousins and Jefferson, and you're down by 40 going into Monday night. You have a shot to win still.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
And I even in my other league, I have no choice. I'm going to read you guys my options if I can, but I only have Russell Wilson. I don't have another quarterback in that other league, so I have to play him. But I mean, fuck, these are 2 different leagues, and I got to treat it like that. Like, but hear me out real quick, because Russell Wilson's projected in this league. He's projected 17 and a half points at Los Angeles. The only other options are Justin Fields, Ryan Tannehill, Garoppolo, Roethlisberger. Like, there's no one. I can't play any of them over Russell Wilson. Like, he's going to have a chance.
I'm about to put a poll. Dude, does Cam play Cousins?
Who's watching?
I don't know, dude.
All right, I'll go answer. I'm like, fuck.
The season, another really close game for me when I'm looking up in week 6 when I lost to the Gabagools.
Fucking Gabagools.
If I would have started McCole Hartman over Marquise Brown, we would have tied. That would have changed your bracket to just with that. It's just crazy. Just 3-4 points, you know what I'm saying, changes just that swinging how shit's gonna play out in the future. Your division was so tight that literally one tie or one couple points here and there would have changed just.
Oh yeah, I feel like we got to bring this up too before like we end this. How about fucking Delario's fall the second half of the season?
Halfway mid-season podcast, I was predicting him to be like one of the league front runners. I don't know what the fuck happened, dude.
It was all me, dude.
You ruined his league.
I did it.
You ruined the season for him.
Wait, what's his team name?
He's the Cobras.
Greens Cobras FC. So he lost in week 2. Then he was 1,
I
2,
always
3.
thought that was your dad.
No, that's Delario.
Yeah, it should have been your dad.
No, so he was 5-1 playing me. And week 7 when I beat him and I got my first win. After that, he went on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-game losing streak and lost 7 out of his last 8 games after I beat him in week 7. I ruined his season.
God.
And I swept him. Fuck it, dude. And craziest part about it is I'll never forget it. Last year he beat me the last week of the season and I didn't get into the playoffs because of that.
Dude, fucking revenge. There you go.
We're rivals now.
There you go, dude. You're gonna have to be rivals next year.
Yeah, that's crazy though that me and Mikey had a matchup and he beat me by literally 3 points. And if I would have started Higgins over Brown, we literally would have tied. And we ended up both getting a bye.
Damn.
That's fucking crazy. I've got to go through these now too.
Yeah, just some games when you look, man, like
Oh,
I,
oh
I
my god.
I know there was a couple close games I had, and then like there was some games where even if I would have set the optimal lineup, I lost, but it was only like one or two.
Even like it's just great. Cam swept Mikey and Mikey still
Yeah, I
won.
lost to Tom. Beat me by 1-2. Tom beat me by 1 point, 133 to 132, and I could have played. I could have played Carolina's defense for that one too, and at least tied.
Yep. When I played Donda's Doves in weeks 11, I would have lost regardless of my optimal lineup. And I remember that was the game where Cam was going to start, and I had him starting, and I literally benched him in the last second for Burrow. And Burrow only put up 10, and Cam had 27.
I'll be right back.
Damn.
But I would have
There's
lost
some
anyway.
insanely low scoring weeks, yo.
Bro, random ass game. Yo, Brian's team, Don to Doves FC, put up like I think 55 one week, and that literally is
Bishop
like the downfall.
Sycamore 79. There's a 61 big bank put up big Hank put up 61.79 for
look
us
through this.
rock.
Nick mentioned this in the outline. I don't know if he said it to you guys like live, but like just the second half, like records for people. Jamario went 0-7. Delario went
Oh
1-6.
my god.
Started after the halfway point. Like that dude just fucking. That's also the week that Derrick Henry got hurt, so he was literally just. He wasn't even that good with Derrick Henry. He was decent. He was competitive, but after that, man, his team just fucking fell apart. And then like Nick
I remember
mentioned,
looking at his team
yeah,
and thinking like, I don't want any of these niggas in a trade.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
There were some teams where you're like, yo, I don't even want to. There ain't nobody I want.
yeah, like I'm about to pull up his team right now.
I remember thinking that when I was looking at trade options. I'm like, damn, bro.
Same, bro.
Same
'cause
thing I
I
feel
was
like with Ronnie's team, Bishop Sycamore. I was like, yo, you don't got nobody of
the
value.
only person I would honestly probably would have traded for from Jamario at one point would have been Lamar Jackson.
And no one's trading Lamar.
Yeah, dude, because I don't
No.
know.
So it's like, it's out of the
It's
question.
not going to be like a realistic trade. But yeah, that's another one. And like what Nick was talking about earlier, we had fucking Delario went 1-6. He was like leading our league or second place in our league. I think at the halfway mark went 1-6 in the second half of the season. Nick's dad also was a competitor, 2-5 to finish out the season. So then he dropped off. Nick actually an improvement went 3-4 on the second half of the season.
Had a big second half of the year.
Big second half of the year, 3-4. Let's go, dude.
Hey.
Let's fucking go. I love this.
Damn.
The clones. Revenge of the clones.
You got that shit in PVC pipe.
Yo.
Yeah,
That's lit. That's so cool.
I love it.
Yo. Oh my god.
We're not
Well,
selling
now-
YouTube, right?
No YouTube. No, success.
Nah, I mean, I got the other shit pulled up, so nobody saw that. We're good.
Wow.
And we didn't say shit either. We were just, oh, you got it PVC'd up, bro.
Perfect stream friendly way to look at this. Oh,
Damn,
wow.
bro.
Holy shit, dude. What a fantasy lineup. That's the
Dude, is that Adam? Is that Adam's buds?
Holy shit.
This has been the key to my success.
Tyler's winning this year, dude.
Tyler's got fucking integrity in
This
his
is why
fucking
Tyler
garage.
fucking won. He's winning this year, dude. Holy shit.
Pandemic special.
Yeah.
Yo, does that come out tonight at 12 o'clock?
Wait, that's
I hope,
today?
bro. How funny was that shit, dude?
Yo, I didn't even realize it was already December 16th. I thought it was like November right now.
Will it come out tonight though at 12?
Yes.
I'm bringing back the
Oh, it
stream.
might be 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Wait, no. It's Paramount. It's Paramount.
Yeah, it's Paramount.
It'll come right out at midnight Eastern.
Yo, I kind of fucking. Oh my god, I'll
That shit
say.
was so
y'all know-
fucking funny, bro. Holy shit! When they're like, when
What's-
Cartman's
oh.
Jewish, I just was rolling laughing. I couldn't, like, I know he's trolling Kyle, but that shit is still.
He
fucking
has to be a
hilarious.
con artist.
He has to be
I
trolling
think he's a con artist.
Her name's Yentl?
him. Yo, and the kids,
Nah,
the
fuck
fact
that.
that the kids
Cartman
like,
gotta be a
genetically are
con-
like, "Fuck you, Kyle."
Ka-
Like,
Cartman had to grow up to be a con artist.
Yo, absolutely. The fact that Stan just became his dad and is like single and depressed, like a single version of his dad, is hilarious too.
Dude, I'm so excited. I had no idea
And
that it
Wendy
was already
doing
like
blow,
December 16th.
classic.
Oh my god! And they tried to give it. I said they were trying to give
He
him
said,
blow.
"Wait a minute,
Like, sorry to bother you style.
My
Holy
body is a temple.
Clyde." Clyde reminded me of Frank Insulaco.
bro. Kyle being this
He was like,
hippie
"I ain't doing
scientist that just
this is
fucking
that vaccine."
dude, fucking
Yep.
Kenny being a hippie scientist that invented time travel and like everything. He's like the smartest person
That
in the
was the
world.
best. That was the
And the
best,
fact
bro.
that you still don't get him talking, that he's talking through that tube and
Yeah,
shit, fucking genius, dude.
yeah. And they were like, "He's so smart that even the smartest scientist couldn't understand him."
Yo, it got to be Butters though. It got to be
Oh, it is.
It is
It's like
Butters. It
Professor
is
Chaos,
Butters.
dude.
right?
Yeah, yeah. What were they calling
Because
him?
I'm sitting there
Victor
watching it
Chaos.
halfway
Yeah,
through, like, yo, why haven't we seen him?
that's a fact. I honestly didn't think of him until I saw that at the
Bro,
very
I
end and
saw
was
this
like, "Oh
theory
fuck."
online about like what if Butters is really just like his parents are just grounding him. Like he's not in jail, but he thinks he's in jail, but really he's just like his parents are grounding him for like 20 years.
I totally get that.
What's the title of the next one? Post COVID.
I think it goes back to when they're younger, I think.
It's got to like clearly they know they're gonna. Here, wait. Let's see.
No, but like
Wait,
the whole
wait, hold
concept is
on.
that they got like
Come on.
12 they got like
In the
12 or 16
pandemic
episodes,
special,
and they're doing a whole different like thing with this. That's why they went older with it. They're probably gonna bounce around in timelines. Now that they went
Oh,
like
I'm
40
sure they
years or like
are.
30 years ahead,
in
they're
the
probably gonna
Well,
bounce around
Doug,
the timeline.
you know about the deal that they signed, right?
Yeah, it's like a 12 or like
$900
16. Yeah,
million.
yeah.
They're going through
come on.
season 30, and they're doing 14 of these extended
Well, that's
episode
what it's
like
14.
movies,
Yeah, and that's why I think
TV
everything they're doing
movies.
on Paramount's gonna be like separate. And I think that's why it's gonna be fucking. It's gonna be a hit, dude. It's gonna be fucking everything in
Do
the
you think the
timeline.
show? I
Did you
think
see the connections to It 2?
Mm-hmm.
It Chapter 2? How in It Chapter 2, when they're all adults, they go back to the same town and they try to figure out like the shit that happened when they were younger.
yeah.
It was somewhat like that. That's what I kept getting vibes of when I was watching it.
Dude, I think that because they got the 14 episodes like Cam's talking about, and they're all an hour long, they get to do what they tried to do the last couple years on Comedy Central and just make like longer, like fucking like movies essentially that just tell a bigger story.
Yeah,
Like
but
this shit
well,
with
that
them
but my
going like being older, like you couldn't just do that in one half an hour episode on Comedy Central. Like you need to give that like some
right.
No.
time. You know what I mean? You need to really
Yeah,
build a story out of
100%.
that.
How long was that episode, the
An hour.
post-COVID one? Yeah, it
Yeah, it was
felt
like
like it.
54 minutes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it said
14
that
hours.
it said that it said that the 14 movies are an unspecified length, so they could be 45,
Yeah, and I think that's great for what they're doing. Like
which is great, definitely. But the other part of them extending the show through season 30 is that I think that's through Paramount Plus too.
so
So
this gets to be a season, but in a different format. That's what I'm pretty much
yeah,
saying. Is that instead of it being forced to do half an hour episodes at Comedy Central, they get to do whatever the fuck they want every episode for 14
Right.
They'll
episodes.
explain it, but I guarantee by the end of this shit, they'll go back as kids
yeah.
and then resume the season as kids.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that there's going to be more. The 14 long episodes, that's not everything till season 30. There's going to be plenty more other shit, right? Like,
But I
yeah,
think
I'm
that's why
just so
like
eager.
these 14 episodes are gonna give them like room to do some like experiment, like just
100,
crazy shit.
right.
Like, the fact
Well,
that we already
you got to
signed a movie
remember
like this, like it's crazy.
how many are the years disclosed?
I mean,
No,
you assume that they're all like in their 40s, right? You
Because
assume,
that's what I'm saying. Because they
no.
can
Are you
drag
talking
this
about the
shit out for
years
a
of
minute
when they'll? You're talking about the years of when they'll put out the stuff through
of
Paramount,
their contract.
right?
oh, I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
Yeah.
know,
yeah.
man. I
No,
don't
it's
know.
not.
I don't know
So
about shit.
that's what I'm
not
saying. They may
specified.
only give us like, you know what I'm saying, maybe 3 or so a
Fact,
year,
fact. Same. Well,
and
same
then
with
just
Rick
kind of
and
drag it
Morty,
out for a couple of years.
They could,
right?
yeah, absolutely. Instead of being
Because I
forced to
mean,
make a weekly episode.
Right.
exactly.
Because I think what South
I
Park
mean,
has
they did
always
a
been
really good
great is
job.
like being on the. I think South Park's always been great with doing current events and being on it, but almost with the way shit works nowadays, it's like doing it weekly
It's
is in between of
too
doing it
much.
way too late and also doing it too much, where it's like You
Yeah.
either gotta be on it daily, or you gotta be on it like once every couple of months and kind of encapsulate what has happened.
Yes.
Well, the thing is, you know how they work, but there's been times where it's fucked them over when they went into that format of having connected stories.
Same with Family Guy. That's why they have writers now.
So so they didn't think that Trump was going to win the election.
That's a huge thing
So
that diverted
that's
their
why
story.
when they wrote Garrison's character like that, they thought he was just going to be Trump for the election and then go back. But then they had to do it for 4 years.
Oh my
I
god!
think that's what this offers them is like the freedom to kind of like sit back and like see how shit instead of like rushing to make an election episode and be like, oh, we think Hillary's gonna win. Now we have to write this whole story around Hillary. It's like give it a week, see who wins, and then make a story about how that shit played out instead of predicting it and try to be so relevant.
And that's
point.
That's the big difference. Is instead of everything being a initial reaction to this has just happened and holy shit, it's like you just said, you get that buffer of that couple months to the perspective of this is what now our perspective is looking back on those things, which makes a lot more sense because nothing's ever what it is when it first happens.
And it's perfect that they can do the pandemic because it's something that they have so much material on. It's not it's not like a weekly because you know what I'm saying. That's what they used to just. You know what I'm saying. You know how they work, so they can just do shit instantly off the bat. But
But the writing is so good where
things really don't. This will tell the time. Like this will hold
timeless,
up over time.
because like what you're saying, it's like that shit's timeless because there are things about the pandemic and everything that they've always been writing about, and if you give them time instead of forcing to do it in 3 to 5 days, they'll come up with some timeless writing that just like this shit could have came out 20 years ago, and like it's about the pandemic and COVID, but like it's also just about some shit that like would have happened in America 20 years ago regardless. That they were talking about.
Like when I'm watching that shit last night, and then he was like, "Lexa, shut the fuck up and turn off," and it wasn't even a person. That blew my mind. I'm like, "Yo, that's how it's gonna be. We're gonna be thinking it's a real bitch."
Yo, in the other person's home, that it's like Blade Runner, and they're just like all like packed into that shit. Like,
people die.
Yeah.
The room.
Yeah, I fucking love Randy though. I'm not gonna lie. Randy's my favorite character.
He's so funny.
Even in old, he's just such a great. He's just a dirtbag.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, the fact that Stan grew up and was like, dude, like he found out that he fucked the penguin, and now Randy is like gonna go back and try to fix it all with the one last fucking like seed that's gonna be the fucking pandemic special. Like that shit is just like the writing to that and just like the ties of him just jerking off on all these fucking nugs just to like
the daughter
save the world.
died and the wife. We killed the.
Did we see his mom and sister?
No, we never saw his mom and his fucking sister. I wonder if
we never seen them die.
No, we don't. But they talk about it.
Yeah, that was what I was saying. I was like, did I miss an episode where that happened?
No, but this is what I'm saying because they jump like 20, 30 years or whatever, right? They're all middle aged with like family age. You know, Carmen's got a family and shit, whatever. Easily
now they can
40,
just fill in the gap.
40, 50, you know, you could say 20, 25 years in the future. Like they can bounce around timelines in these next 14 episodes. They can show us something that happened 10 years prior, 10 years post what happened, you know, the previous season.
They said that they're in their 40s.
Yeah, and I think what Campbell alluded to, I think like the trailer with the next episode is going to be like what happened like immediately after when they were still like in 4th grade.
I didn't see a trailer though. Did you?
No, but I just
I didn't see a trailer yet.
I didn't.
Okay. I was just clarifying. Yeah, no.
But in general, like, they can bounce around. The fact that this is the first time that they jumped up in the future like that, like I don't think they're gonna go wild and do like sci-fi and look like 200 years in the future. I think they're gonna bounce around between what we just saw and what they were as 4th graders, because we don't know what they look like in high school. We don't know what they look like in college. Like there's so many storylines to do.
Tonight's episode is called South Park Post-COVID Return of COVID.
Yeah, so it's probably going to be some shit when they're like in middle school and like and shit comes
back. That's right now. Now that it's coming back. Yeah. Technically,
so
it's an idea. Oh my god, I'm so geeked up. That made my night. Like I'm like fuck.
Yeah, so it'll come out in an hour then, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Watch that shit tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Let's see right here. appears on Paramount Plus original. If Stan and Kyle could just work together.
You probably have to check Twitter, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I know.
Twitter will know.
I'm on their Insta. I'm on South Park's Finsta.
$3 a.m. Eastern.
No.
3 8 hours Pacific midnight.
Yeah, so they're making
1
it at
a.m. my
12
time, baby. Let's
2
go.
a.m.
I
my
can
time.
do that. I could do that.
Work ain't gonna be that busy tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I could always have a day where I'm a little tired, right?
Hello, welcome to the Super 12
You just
Motel
drink a
Plus.
Bang or
Can I
something.
help
Yeah,
you?
there's still
Yes, Dan
adults.
Marsh. I have
it
a room
looks
for
like,
one night.
in parts of it, at least. Oh, wait, no. Okay, this is the last one. Kenny's dead.
I'm gonna post this in the fantasy football shit.
They said if Stan, Kyle, and Cartman could work together, they could go back in time and make sure COVID never happened. South Park, post-COVID, the return of COVID. Yeah, they go back in time and it says we're from the future.
Yeah, I see that.
I had to give you the play-by-play.
The future.
Oh, it's the future.
Yeah, I know.
And all they'll say, they all say, I know.
So you walked out on all your friends and then just hung out at a bar all day?
Too funny.
Alexa,
All of it
fucking
was
just
just
go
too
throw
funny.
yourself out a window.
I'm sorry,
So,
I didn't
we
quite
gotta
get that.
wait, man. Maybe I'm
Nothing.
gonna watch.
Alexa,
everything
turn on the
back then.
TV.
I was thinking about putting on the post-COVID again for sure.
I might just have to watch everything all the way back.
Oh, God, you're such a piece of shit.
I gotta get some dinner.
You know, if you had remote Prime membership, you could watch Amazon movies wherever you
All
go.
right, yo, I'm gonna go get some food.
All right, bro.
All
Solid
right,
stream.
dude.
Thanks for coming on, man. It's been solid.
Yo,
Yeah.
we should do something in our league, like make the loser have to suck what's his name's dick, Barrett's dick.
We don't do we do a punishment in my other league.
How about we take it down to somebody's got to knock on his door and see if he's alive.
Yes.
Just knock on his door and just see if he's alive.
just
You gotta
Just
send
go
him
see
a
if he's
picture of your
alive.
dick. You gotta send him a picture of your dick.
Well, Mario comes in last.
Fuck it, BBC. Straight from Chicago, South Side.
No, I think losers got
177th Street.
Bro, I think losers got to go just see if Barrett's alive.
That Goose Island dick.
All right, dude. If Mario comes in last place time, you got to bring him back for Christmas, and then we'll just bring him to Barrett's.
Who is projected for last
Bro, he
place?
might
Tim?
agree to just knock on his door, but I don't think he's not going to suck anybody's dick.
I was gonna say, worst case scenario, Nick. Yo, you gotta suck his dick. Yo, you remember that kid?
You just gotta send
You
him a
remember that
picture
kid
of
we
your
were talking
BBC.
about last time on the fantasy fucking yeah. You gotta suck his dick.
All right,
Alex?
this is sick, sir.
No, but for real, Nick, you could just go give him a knock.
You do live down the street. Just tell Mikey to go do it.
I don't think he lives there anymore.
That's the point. That's what we're trying to get to the bottom of.
Just ask his mom like where he is.
Hey, is Barrett here? Oh my God, no! It's so good to see you. Yeah. Shut up. Where's Barrett? Oh, he lives in Batavia. Cool. That's what we thought. Bye. Like that's it. That's all we got to know. Batavia. He's in Brighton.
I'm done.
All right, y'all.
All right, yo.
All right, yo. I'll talk to you guys later. Let's do it again soon.
All right.
Ciao.
All right, peace. Good luck, everybody. Nick, you too. Now that he's gone.
We have a pretty decent fucking stream. Our stats are pretty decent. Joey blew up the chat. We got other people?
Dude, if you put Joey's name in the title, like surprise from Joey Sasso.
Bro, next time if I get him on this shit, I'm gonna be like, yo, just tweet out that you're on this. I'll give him a link to be just tweet this out, and then we'll get live.
It would be so fucked up.
It's not about like people can go watch this video, but I'm trying to get people in here live right now.
Right, that's a fact. And if you can get 20, then it kind of plays with the algorithm, and you'll get some organic ones and shit like that. But holy shit, that's fucking hilarious, man. Yeah, and the whole. Are we still live?
Yeah, we're still live. I mean, yeah.
I'm done. Well, I'll talk to y'all later then.
Let me turn it off. I can turn it off.
Yeah, this has been a great chat. I gotta go get food, but I can go whenever. But it's all good.
All right, let me end the stream then. Hold up.
Are you going to Cafe 13?
I was thinking about some Raising Cane's. I got like no choice.
Wait, let's just get a little sign off. Cam, say something, a little outro.
Yo, let's go.
Use your skills, dude. You're the entertainer here. Let me get a focus on your camera and then give us a little outro here for everybody.
I'm coming for you, Steve. This fantasy season is mine. Tyler, you too, everybody. Thank you for this shit. I'm thankful. I wish everyone the best at the same time. Love everyone.
Beautiful. All right.
And we're off.
And